Hello folks, we are back once again with or without the Renegade Master. Oh, and I can see people are making use of the new emotes already. Hello Valin, hello Riot, hope you're well. I've tried to catch up with the cool kids, and my microphone is held together still with sticky tape. Hello there. But yeah, I assume you've got loads of channel points, like all of the people who've been coming along. And obviously a few subscribers as well. So I've implemented some things. That little Rincewind in the chat, I made him. He's a little piece of pixel art that I took about an hour to make today. So I hope you enjoy them. There's loads of different ways that you can redeem pixel points. One of which is to hydrate. Now I am hydrating with a cola drink for the first little while. Delicious. But I also have the Juggo squash, just in case. So we are here. Now I have completely forgotten what we were doing, which is about right for us, I think. So I'm going to, again, basically be talking to everybody. We love the butler. I'm still dripping on his hardwood floor. I assume he will bring that up at some point. Also, it seems I've forgotten the buttons.
Hello again.
That's what she said.
I take it Sir still does not wish for me to take Sir's coat.
I'm assuming
No.
that was for the dripping on the hardwood floor.
Very good, sir.
Oh, good
Please
morning,
feel
Rune.
free to continue
Good morning,
to damage
Donkey.
the priceless
Yes,
hardwood
straight
floor.
in there. That is what she hath said. Of course, of course, of course. Right, let's have a chat with the butler first.
Nice house.
Also, while I'm here,
Sir's taste in architecture
I'm
must
going to
be
remind
quite
myself of the
exquisite
controls because I've
to so
forgotten them.
accurately summarize the many splendid cornices and archaic stained glass frescoes of this splendid Lorenzian building.
I'm gonna turn them down just a little bit. You should still be able to hear it,
You
hopefully.
have a gift for making people feel welcome, don't you?
One is blessed.
Right, I can pick a clue by pressing the square button. So if I come here to the notebook, can I press square? I can press square to go in. Okay, cool. Right, so the usual fare, ask a lot of questions. If there's anything, by the way, that you would like to see in terms of emotes or like things that you can redeem, let me know. I can probably implement them. I can probably find out how. Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So what do you make of Carlotta, then?
Sir?
Carlotta.
Oh, hello, Jackman. I hope you're doing well.
She does live here, doesn't she?
Indeed, sir. Sir is as dogged in his pursuit of the truth as he
I think we've already asked him about this.
Valuable hardwood floor
We might not have done. I don't know.
You're not going to give up on this hardwood floor thing, are you?
We love the butler.
As ever, Sir is both astute and incredibly stubborn.
What about Carlotta?
She is also quite astute and most definitely stubborn.
Oh, hello, Jackman.
What do
I
you
do
think about
hope
her,
you are
then?
doing well.
I am not paid to form opinions, sir. Merely to
Oh,
inform
there's a listen. I didn't even know there was a listening only option. That shows how behind the times I am.
a task I am
So yeah, we've
asked
added
dealing in at
We've
the
added some emotes. There's a that's what she said that one. There's also a
hardwood floor.
there's also a that doesn't work one because I figure
I will
that has been
no
ingrained in all of our
longer mention how
consciousnesses.
Sarah's irrevocably damaging timber felled by the hand of the 77th Earl of Ank. Boards that have lain here for
We have
longer
already
than
heard all
Sir
this.
has been alive, and that were first laid before Sir's father was even a glint in the eye of his grandfather, whomsoever that may have been.
Okay, cool. Oh, I think does that say if you're a subscriber you can use them elsewhere as well? So we've got a fantastic. Well, I say fantastic because I made it. That doesn't work one. I really hope he gives me a short answer if it's a no.
Why Sarah insists on believing that I know everything that goes on in this house is beyond my comprehension.
It's pretty normal for a butler to know everything, isn't it? I think.
What do you know about a dwarf named Alkali?
Regrettably, sir, I know nothing about that person.
Cool. Nice, quick answers
Do
now,
you know
which is
a
what I
troll
want.
by the name of Malachite?
Regrettably, sir, I know nothing about that person.
I don't want just those answers, though. I want to actually find out about these people.
Do you know anyone named Therma?
Hydrate!
Regrettably,
Hydrate!
sir, I know nothing about that person.
See, it works. It works. What I don't get any audio cues from the laptop. So I have to check. So it may take a moment, but I will do it. There's plenty of other options as well. One of which is I have to hold the controller upside down. I don't know, that was just a suggested one, but it seemed like fun, so I kept it in.
Do you know anything about the recent murders in Ankh-Morpork?
Look at you. Oh, Jackman, you did not have to do that. Thank you hugely. I appreciate that so much. Little legend, you. We've asked about Malachi and Therma. I'm going to ask about Madame Lodestone.
Have you heard of a singer named Madame Lodestone?
Regrettably, sir.
I imagine you all have quite a lot of... I'm calling them pixel points, by the way. You get pixel points for watching here. So yeah, you can redeem them now and get like weird things, which is... I don't know if it's lovely or not. Ooh, the Van Uberwald. I can ask about him.
What can you tell me about the Count?
I regret to inform, sir, that the Count's health has been in gradual decline and that he will probably not live to see the new year.
Oh, that's sad.
That's 5 months away.
That's very sad.
Sir's grasp of mathematics dazzles me, sir.
What's the problem?
Merely that, unlike Sir, I have not been blessed with a truly dizzying intellect.
With the Count, I mean.
The Count's health has been failing for some years now, but I believe he has never been so bad as since the loss of his one companion.
His companion?
Ooh, if you've got a sub now, you can use the rinse window mode. See, look at all these things I do for subscribers. I've literally only just started doing today.
Respect the Count's privacy, lest I be forced to provide Sir with a thick ear.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Ooh, I've got another. Oh, missing companion.
So,
there
what
he
can
is.
you tell me about this missing companion?
I quite like him, you know.
Why Sir believes that asking me again will yield any different answer is beyond my comprehension.
Okay,
and
yeah,
must
fair.
therefore be a sign of the staggering intellectual advantage that Sir possesses over such a humble retainer.
I have been suitably chastised by the butler. Okay, we'll carry on. I think that might be all of the pages I've got in my... Yep, that's all of the pages I've got in my notebook. Right, have I got any inventory I can ask him about? Can ask him about this.
Does this mean anything to you?
Sir has many questions, but
no,
alas,
unfortunately
I
not.
have few answers.
Oh, what did I say this time? What did I say this time for That's What She Said?
Can you read this?
Sir has many questions.
Okay,
but
he
alas,
doesn't
I
have that one.
few
He doesn't have that.
answers.
Okay. My purse. I'm not going to give him my purse. Who would win in a sarcasm fight, this Butler or Willikins? Oh,
I'll be back.
that would be tough, because, I mean, I love Willikins. I adore Willikins.
Indeed, sir.
Something about inventory.
My anticipation is almost
I absolutely adore Willikins, but this Butler is incredibly sassy. I can have a look at this painting as well.
The painting bore a striking resemblance to Carlotta.
Is it not Carlotta? No, apparently not. Right. Is she still... If she's still hanging around on the stairs, I can have a chat with her again. Doesn't look like she is.
I confess, there was something about the wooden staircase that was really impressive.
Okay.
I think it might have been the thought that it probably cost
Yeah,
more
true.
to make than everything I owned.
Okay, can we go up? What's this here? A stained glass window. It's garish.
I'll say this for the von Oberwalds. They had class. There weren't many homes in Ankh-Morpork with a window that could take your breath away. Well, maybe in Unseen University, but I'd heard that they had windows there that could literally take your breath away.
Okay, cool. Right, I can't do anything else, it would seem. There's nothing here. It's very dark, but I don't think there's anything there either. Yeah, let's just go to the main doors. Remember, we can press X to just skip through there. Let's have a look. Hello, nerd. I was like halfway between Scottish and cynical and nerd then. Nerd it is. Hello, nerd. Nerd, you might have missed it. We've got all sorts of different emotes and things that you can do now, because I assume people have got channel points from having been watching. Where am I going? If in doubt, head back to Luton's office and have a look around. Right, there's nothing going on here. That oil lamp's been burning for an awfully long time. Right. See, this is the thing. If we were playing Broken Sword, we could call Nico and get a hint as to what to do next. But I don't think there are any hints. Oh, I needed to get into the... I needed to get into here, didn't I? Pier 5 was like my next clue. Right, let's have a chat with the Watchman. Oh yeah, I need to press X.
I've got a few more questions.
Let me just double check the just double check the controls.
That's lucky.
You can bypass by pressing the X button. You can bypass everything by pressing the triangle button. I said we weren't going to use that last time, and we ended up using it quite liberally. Walk is square, interact is X, examine is circle. Right, cool. Except here, where square is select. Gets a bit thing. Voice volume up, of course you can, Flamingo. Sneaky.
So bored that anyone who comes along is a target for abuse.
Okay, hopefully that's a bit better.
You're good. I'll give you that. Sharp as a pancake.
We'll see, I guess.
What brings you here?
Research. I'm on an investigation.
You with the watch?
Excellent.
No.
Nice,
I work alone.
Nice.
So you're a criminal.
Not quite a criminal. I
This
think
is
you're fine.
Ankh-Morpork.
No, everybody's a criminal.
We're all guilty of something.
Evening,
I'm
Fraggers.
not.
I hope we're well. I hope we're all
Pure
well.
as the driven snow.
Oh, this is a baseless metaphor, a groundless metaphor. Yeah, we've already gone through all of that. The Praggers and Sneaky, you might notice, you should have an awful lot, because I know you've been around here a lot, of channel points. We're calling them pixel points now, because we're cool. So you can redeem those for things now, because I thought, well, I might as well put something in there. Right, I'm going to ask him just...
Do you know anything about Count
Why not?
von
It's going to be a no, but...
Uberwald?
And if you're a subscriber, you've got the Rincewind.
Sorry, I don't get to socialise much with this job.
Right.
It's the night work, you know.
I think we've already asked him about everything, actually. So let's skip out and head back up here. If I remember rightly, I think you get in via the roof. Yeah, there is an option, and there is a skylight, but I couldn't climb up it last time. Sing mode. I've forgotten how long I said I'd do this for. Probably a bit too long. Let's say a minute. I can't remember what was in the text. It's 7:52. We need to get up onto the skylight. Need to do something before we get to the roof. How long did it say that I need to sing for practice? There's the river Ankh. It didn't? Okay.
The River Ankh.
It's almost been a minute.
Probably the only river in the universe
Rope
on which
and
you
a
could
hook.
chalk the outline
Rope and a hook.
of a corpse.
Rope and a hook. There's nothing here. Where can I get rope and a hook from? There you are, that's been a minute. And I think everybody's thankful that I've stopped. Right, I thought we could just shimmy up the drain pipe. Let's have a look at the crates.
I couldn't tell what the crates contained, and frankly, I didn't much care.
I missed the rope and a hook song. Rope and a hook. Oh, come on. Bits of me just still wish that they'd made this game in the old, kind of the old Discworld 1 and 2 visual style. remember where, but someone is guarding it. Someone's guarding it. Okay, let's go down here. Is he guarding? I mean, there's a rope there. I mean, I'm not too sure about the hook. Let's see if we can talk to the sailor. Oh! Actually, I'm going to head somewhere else entirely. We can just skip. I'm quite glad we can skip the walk-in. Is that sacrilegious? It is a little bit. I reckon I'm going to have a look at Rodin's workshop, because I remember there, maybe incorrectly actually. Yeah, completely incorrectly. I'd thought there was some kind of ropes going on here. Right, we'll have a quick chat with Malachite and just see if there's anything I've missed. Oh, there's a grapple. I mean,
I don't know why I thought stealing the grapple would be easier than talking to Malachite. It wasn't.
Okay, I mean, I guess I'll talk to him a bit.
Hello again, Malachite. No, don't say anything. I know how you'd love to talk, but I'd hate for you to wear out that beautiful voice of yours.
Can I ask him?
Have you heard of Count von Uberwald?
Oh, okay, yes, find Therma.
Yeah, I know.
Crikey on a bikey.
But it'd help me to know if you've heard of the Count...
Find Therma.
Right.
No talk about von Uberwald.
Okay.
Find
I mean, I get it, I guess.
Therma.
Okay, you're the boss.
How do I
Even
get
if you're
him
not paying
to
me.
go?
I can be such a sucker sometimes. I always help
just
guys
chatting to
who
him.
could
We'll ask
twist
him
my
about the
head
book,
off
I
and
think.
use it as a
Okay,
bowling
cool.
ball.
Do I have? I don't have the option to just chat. Oh no, I do. I do. Tell a complete and utter lie.
So how you been keeping, Malachite? Okay, I guess you don't want to talk about that.
Talkative fella.
This where you're staying at the moment? I guess you're not going to talk about that either.
Lovely hook you've got.
Heard any good jokes recently?
Have they got hooks?
How many trawls does it take to change a lamp wick?
I don't know.
Want me to give you a clue?
Please. No, nothing. I was wrong. I can't read the words "I was wrong" without reading them in the voice of Austin Powers answering the question, "Do you know how we keep warm in Russia?" We play chess. I guessed wrong. That doesn't work. Ah, yes, I know. Therma, I can ask him about Madame Lodestone. That's like
I hate
directly
to be the bearer of bad news, but
directly
I think
involved to
Therma
the Therma
might be
case.
dead. Her house collapsed. She's been gone a while. Are you going to say something?
Need to see the body.
Oh yeah, right. I'm gonna need to find. I'm gonna need to get him out of there, and to do that, I'm gonna need to find Therma.
Need to see body.
Okay, the body. No problem. Sheesh.
Okay, right. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see. I think we need to find Therma's body. I think that's it. And then we can carry on with that plot line. So who was it who knew? It was it Ruby that knew about her? Because there is she's in the Salaci Mausoleum, but I can't remember where that is, and I can't see anything lit up. Oh, there it is. It's that big circle thing there. That's the Salaci Mausoleum. Where's the Octarine Parrot? There it is. So I need to unlock that. I think you should find Therma. Do I need to make an emote that says find Therma? Because I will. In fact, I'm going to for next week. In much the same vein as the that doesn't work one. Right, let's have a chat with Sapphire. Yes, okay, Rune. You know, I could make it now. It'll take a couple of minutes. But I think it would be quite boring for anybody who's came to watch video games. Love cat. Right. Chat with Sapphire.
Good to see you again, Sapphire.
Feelings neutral, I'm sure.
Feelings neutral. Ah. Ooh, I can ask about Malachite and Therma.
What's the connection between Malachite and Therma?
How would Sapphire know?
Sapphire's a very clever troll.
Ask him yourself. Oh, but one piece of advice. Don't tell Malachite that Therma dead.
Whoops.
Why not?
You wouldn't want to be bearer of bad news to troll like that.
He's not above killing the messenger, then.
He's not above eating the messenger, honey.
I didn't think trolls could digest human flesh.
Right. It make them ill. That make you feel better?
I've made a terrible mistake. Right, if I ask her about Therma.
Have you heard of a troll singer named Therma?
Yes, she has.
She used to work
I
here.
mean, very much so.
Huh. A troll singer named Therma.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Sure, Sapphire know her.
Know where I could find her?
Try morgue.
Why? She's dead.
She dead.
I can't go
Her
to the
house
morgue.
on Tallow Street collapsed while back now. We trolls may be tough, but we're not indestructible.
So I need to...
Rumors say she was practicing her moves and knocked
I'm
out
pretty sure it's the
load-bearing beams.
Salachi Mausoleum.
Brought whole place down on top of her. That's why Sapphire never practiced.
That's the only reason.
That, and I don't wanna.
Fair excuse.
Know where she's buried?
Sapphire don't know.
Okay,
but
so I
think
need
they
to...
buried her under stage name, Madame
Need to go, hello,
Lodestone.
Edgeheads. No worries. It will be
Madame
uploaded so you can catch up, but we've
Lodestone.
made no progress, if
Sure.
that's of any consolation.
On account of how attractive she was.
But we do have some new emotes and new ways that you can use pixel points. The channel points that you have been earning while you've been watching previously, and I haven't really had anything for you to do with it. So you can do all sorts.
So Therma performed here under the name Madame Lodestone.
Who are you?
Yeah, you got the rinse
Narrator?
wind.
I told you that already.
Okay, so I need to... She's buried under the name Madame Lodestone.
Do you know anything about the Count's missing companion?
I made that by hand this
Ask too many
afternoon.
questions and a girl loses interest.
Okay, right. No, I think I've asked her all of the rest of it. Right, who would know? The watch house. If I head up to the watch house, I mean, maybe. I mean, that's the logical progression, isn't it? Somebody's dead. We know who their. We know like their burial name. You'd ask the watch house, wouldn't you? Let's check with Nobby. He's the height of intelligence.
Hello again. Hello.
Right, let's have a look. Let's flick through the notebook. I forgot I can use the R2 and L2 to flick between pages.
Have you ever heard of a troll by the name of Madame Lodestone? Madame Lodestone? Oh, there's a
Ooh.
name I've not heard in quite a while. You know her, then? Well, no. But I've heard of her. She died in some sort of construction mishap. A mishap, Nobby. Whatever.
Find Therma.
Anyway, if memory
Avery
serves, they
Comey.
put her body in the Salachi Mausoleum.
Purple.
Don't know how she ended up in such an exclusive establishment, but that's how I heard it.
Purple.
That doesn't sound very likely. You did ask.
I missed all of that now, but I've got a thing to go to. I knew asking Nobby would work out. But he knows the tittle tattle, does Nobby? We've unlocked a new place, and it is... Yes, I knew it was there. The mausoleum. Now, I'm pretty sure I can't go anywhere without a map or a guide or something. I think it just pretty much goes, no. Nobby usually is the tittle
The
tattle.
Salaci family mausoleum was one of the most beautiful buildings I'd ever seen, nestled in an upmarket part of the city of Ankh. It was unguarded because, quite frankly, no one in their right mind would do anything to offend the Salaci family, given their ties. It wasn't just something
I
that
didn't
wasn't
skip that.
done. It was also something that wasn't survived.
Sorry about that. Right. Find Therma.
The Salaci family mausoleum was full of tombs. More chambers,
That's the
annexes,
Assassin's
vaults,
Guild. Yep, that's
sepulchres,
right.
and catacombs than a thesaurus.
I'll just find Therma. I'll just find Therma. Just find Therma. Right. But I can't actually...
The central atrium of the mausoleum opened
Can't
up
actually
so
do
that you could
anything
see
here.
the sky. I guess on some nights it must have been quite a beautiful sight. But this wasn't one of those nights.
Sky, tombs, blank space with nothing in, Luton.
I tried to find
there we
Therma's grave, but it was a waste of time.
Oh, it is proper film
You'd
noir,
need to
isn't
be
it?
an
I do love
expert
it.
in heraldry or genealogy to even begin to navigate around it.
Right.
I'll say this for the nobility. They keep their dead well indexed.
Okay, who would I speak to? I could just tell... Let's just tell Malachite. We can tell her where she is. We can tell him where she is. Someone who knows nobility. I mean, there's Sam Vimes. Oh, I suppose there's the von Uberwalds. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? What I can do as well... Oh, no, in fact, while I'm here, we've made some slight progress. So we'll save it. Ah, purple, yes! Amazing. Great minds think alike. And fools never differ. Right. We've saved it. We can speak to Malachite. We can speak to Malachite. Has it crashed? Whew.
Hello again, Malachite.
I was about to be very glad that I'd saved it.
No, don't say anything.
Okay, I did skip past that. Notebook. Salaci Mausoleum.
Do you know anything about the Salaci Mausoleum? Hello? Hello? Maybe this is a time to
is he having a
take no
sleepy?
reply for an answer.
Right, well, I know... Oh, no.
There didn't...
No.
He wasn't... Frank, it would...
Skipping that. I didn't mean to.
It'd be really useful if you could tell...
Oh, no. Okay, right, cool. So, let's have a chat with von Uberwald. I do know who is the guide, but I think that bit doesn't unlock until after you find Mundy. Crikey. It's a bit of a tangled web we weave, isn't it? Okay, remember, hints, brilliant. Solutions, not so much. I am stupid, though, so I might need a big hint. Yeah, he knows nobility, doesn't he? Let's try. We'll give it a go.
Hello again.
I take it Sir still does not wish for me to take Sir's coat.
No.
Very good, sir. Please feel free to continue to damage the priceless hardwood floor.
Right, let's get the notebook out, ask about the Salaci Mausoleum.
You wouldn't happen to know your way around the Salaci family
Make them as cryptic as
mausoleum by
possible.
any
Yes,
chance?
please.
Sir has many questions, but alas, I have few answers.
Right, no.
I'll be back.
Right, let's... Can we get to the greenhouse, wherever it is that the Count is hanging out. Can we? There we go. If you hadn't already worked out one of the other voices, that person would have gotten it for you. Yeah, 100%.
Ah, Mr. Luton. How may I help you now?
He's very Crichton, that
Just a few
butler, isn't he? He's
questions.
exceptionally Crichton. Remember, if you have channel points, you can make me do things like drink. Or straighten... Oh, I'm going to straighten my posture now, actually. Notebook. Salachi Mausoleum.
Do you know the Salachi Mausoleum at all?
I'm aware of it.
Hydrate!
The Selachi
Hydrate.
family and the
Might as
von
well ask about the
Uberwalds
companion.
do
Ooh.
occasionally mix in polite society.
See, I had a weird
polite
thought that the
society, you
companion
mean
might
high
be Therma.
society.
Well, certainly out of your reach.
Is there any chance you could show me around it?
Mr. Luton, there is little chance that I will leave this room for you or anyone else, let alone travel halfway across town to give you a guided tour of a mausoleum.
Everybody in this house is chastising me and I don't like it.
Confess it would bring back happy memories of when I was dating.
You took your dates to a mausoleum?
Sometimes. Sometimes my dates lived in mausoleums.
You dated the dead?
No.
Oh, okay, that's
the
fine then.
undead.
That's fine.
They can be terrible bores sometimes, but most vampires are terribly well bred.
So he can't find me.
Your interest in the Mundy case wouldn't have something to do with your missing companion, would it?
Why, Mr. Luton, I'm impressed. You actually do have some detective skills.
I don't. Tim
What's
does.
the deal?
He was my friend.
Oh,
Perhaps
it's a he.
my last friend. He was a dwarf of simple tastes, and when I was younger, he drove my carriage for me.
I mean, they were definitely in love.
These days, given that I am confined to the conservatory, I have no need for a driver, but I kept Regin on the payroll so that I should have someone to talk to.
Reagan.
When did he go missing?
3 days ago. He took the carriage out that night and has not been seen since.
Okay.
And you thought Carlotta might have employed me to look for him?
I was hoping, yes.
You could always employ me to find him.
Wouldn't that be a conflict of interests?
Barry White.
I don't see
Let's
why.
get it on.
Anyway, there isn't a conflict of interest that I know about that couldn't be solved with a generous cash settlement.
Be assured that if you can find Regin,
Okay.
I can offer you substantial recompense.
So,
Then I'll see what I can do.
here's dwarf.
The Count gave me an iconograph of Reagan
Oh,
to
cool.
help my investigations. My mind was already racing. 3 days ago, the
Here we
Milka
go.
arrives.
Pistols only.
3 days ago, Reagan
Okay.
disappears. Now, I believe in coincidences. Coincidences happen every day. But I don't trust coincidences.
No.
Something deeper was going on here, and I was going to find out what.
We're going to try and find
Because
out
I
what.
can't stand a secret,
That
and
might
because I
help.
have a burning need to find the truth. But mostly because there was a wad of money in it for me if I found out.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I have a thingy. I'm going to ask about Inquisitive Stranger.
Has there been a dwarf around asking questions?
Okay, no.
I'm sorry, but I don't get out of the conservatory much.
I suppose Alkali's a dwarf.
What do you know about a dwarf named Alkali?
Reagan Alkali? No.
These days, the only
No.
people I know are those who
I
come
will
to the
happily
mansion.
use pistols only. Balin, thank you. Thank you for that. Right. I don't think there's anything... Oh. I don't have anything in my inventory. Right. Iconograph. I can show that to people and have a look around and try and find him. Main doors. If you talk to the butler, he'll get Carlotta for you. Oh, do I need to show him the thingy?
Hello again.
No, we don't wish for you to take my coat. I wish for you to...
I'd like to see Carlotta.
Many people wish to see Carlotta. Let us see if you are blessed by her wishing to see you.
I was wondering how you got to her. Oh, he's a very pixelated butler. Okay, cool.
Back
Right.
for more, Luton?
Always back for
What
more.
can I say? I can't get enough of you.
And then we can ask her, about Ulrich. Something
So
I
what's
missed
the
before.
story with you and Ulrich?
Do you believe in love at first sight, Luton?
It saves a lot of time, certainly.
Ulrich fell for me the moment we met. I guess seeing that painting every day probably helped.
Don't sell yourself short. You have a few assets of your own. I'm sure it was an equitable transaction.
That's what she said.
You think
Yeah,
I married
thought
him
she'd
for
already
his
told us
money?
this as well, Purple.
Did you?
Let me tell you something, Luton. I've been rich and I've been poor. Rich is better.
Did you love him?
Does it matter?
It matters to me.
Maybe I did.
Maybe.
I guess it depends on what love is.
Love is a moment of weakness that allows someone to hurt you more than you ever thought possible. Men were given the strength to be brutes to women, and women were given love to wreak their revenge.
Who was she, Luton?
Who?
The one who left you with such a high opinion of women. She must have been quite a gal.
Okay, cool. So let's just go through the notebook and see. I like that we've really got some stuff covered off. I think we've actually done pretty well. Last time she said she loved him. Now she's changed her tune. Ooh.
I need your help.
I'm not hard to get, Luton. All you have to do is ask.
That's what she said.
I need your knowledge. I need to find a particular tomb in the Salaci Mausoleum, but I don't know enough about genealogy. You do.
The Selaci Mausoleum?
Okay.
That could be trouble.
Don't worry. I'm not going to mess with the tombs. I know better than to offend a family whose ties with the Assassin's Guild go back to its very foundation.
That is what she had said.
I just want to see if someone's buried there.
Who's the stiff?
A troll named Therma.
A dead troll? You don't get much stiffer than that, I suppose.
Will you help me or not?
That's
Of
what
course,
she said.
although I'm not really properly dressed for a mausoleum. You don't mind waiting
Oh,
while I
cool.
get changed?
It's not like Therma's going anywhere.
I mean, that's what she said.
Now let's get this straight.
Nice.
We're looking for a
There's a
troll
joke in there
named
somewhere.
Therma.
As far as I know, yes, but she may be in here under the name Madame Lodestone.
Okay, then we can rule out the Fornix Sanguis Ceruleus.
What?
The Blue Blood Vault. We can probably eliminate the heroic decapitated war veterans vault and the thoroughbred pet vault.
I mean,
Do you
yeah,
know what
it seems
relation
so.
this troll had to the Selaci family?
Does there have to be one?
She wouldn't be buried here if she wasn't.
Well, your guess is as good as mine. It took Carlotta a while to work it out, but we eventually found a Madame Lodestone in the Fornix Famulus, the servitor's vault. Guess she used to keep the floors real clean. or
Okay.
something.
Well, we're making progress. The visual... Oh, there we go. We found it.
Here we are. Madame Lodestone.
There's an inscription.
Class
Madame
90s 3D
Lodestone,
animation. Oh,
singer
yes.
and retainer of Lord Robert Salaci, taken from us when her house collapsed, returning her to the rubble from whence she... Not much of an epitaph. Still, it's more than I expect mine will say. I'll probably end up with whatever's written on the cement bag round my feet.
Eek. Okay, we have a new note. So we found... Oh, no.
Carlotta?
Are we going to get out
She
now?
disappeared without even a word. I couldn't work that woman out. Still, she'd found me the tomb, which left me trying to decide whether or not to tell Malachite.
I am telling Malachite, because that will mean Malachite gets out the way and I can pick up a grappling hook.
there's an inscription.
Oh, yeah, we've done that. Skip.
Madame...
Skip to the end. Slab. Bad troll drug, that.
A
slab.
heavy stone slab covered the tomb of Madame Lodestone, and presumably Therma's body was inside.
Right.
I tried to move the slab, but it was far too heavy.
We've got little things here. We can't do anything with those. Can't do anything with anything else. We can, hopefully, leave. We might be stuck. Oh, no. Looks like we're good. And now we can go tell Malachite. I'm definitely telling Malachite. Like, there was no part of me that wasn't going to tell him. Mainly because I just need that grapple so I can get up onto the roof. Get out of the way. Up to C. Safety save. Tim, good call. Why do we always save in front of Malachite? And this is also why we have a rolling save pattern. Right. What I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to open up my book first. I'm going to use the clue, and I'm just going to... We're going to go straight to that.
Well, I think I found Therma's body.
We feel safer at.
It's in the Salaci Mausoleum.
Need to see body.
Shoo!
Take me there.
Okay. Nice to see someone dealing with the grieving process at high speed.
Did we work out
Straight
those
to the
were his
acceptance.
teeth or his
It saves
eyes?
a lot of time, doesn't it? I don't know why I bother sometimes.
Safety save emote. Okay,
Not
right.
as if he's listening to me.
I need to write these down.
Maybe it'd help if I hit him with something, like maybe a really heavy building.
Need to see body.
Of course you do.
Safety
Here's the tomb.
save.
Need
Safety
to
save
see
emoji.
body.
Hey, it's going to be pretty ugly in there. I mean, she was crushed under a house.
I mean, she's a
That'd
troll,
mess up
though.
even a troll.
Need to see body.
What other emote did we say we wanted? Can't remember now.
Malachite pushed the slab off the tomb like he was opening a jam jar. Inside was some rubble that I assumed was Therma's body. Frankly, there wasn't much to
Teeth.
go on. Trolls are rocks, and that's the whole story.
Complete
Not
unit.
Therma. Keep looking.
Are you crazy? How could you tell?
Not Therma. Keep looking.
Okay.
I was beginning to wonder if Malachite was mad. If he was, I could at least make use of it.
I have made use of it by getting
Okay,
him out of
I've
the way.
got no soul. I
Find
must be
Therma. I
here.
have written down find
All
Therma.
right, I'll keep looking.
Find Therma emoji.
But I've got a problem.
Safety save emoji.
There's this building I need to get into, but I can't do it. I need a grappling iron.
There we go.
A grappling iron, like the one you have. Look, I need to borrow your grappling iron. Do you understand?
Give you a hook. You find Therma.
Deal.
That's the deal.
Yeah, fine. We can do that.
I couldn't help but wonder what it meant if that rubble wasn't Therma. Had Sapphire lied to me? I wouldn't be surprised. Frankly, I was more surprised by people telling me the truth than telling lies. Lies flow like water, but the truth burns. That's not a bad line.
What we also
I better
need,
write that down.
we need a quiz emoji.
Malachite gave me the grapple and left the mausoleum without another word.
Why was he just carrying the grapple? Right, we've got it now. You know what? I don't need to know. Oh, we've got a notebook clue as well. Right, I don't need to know why. It just works. And let's go. Ooh, zippy, zippy, zippy. It's pretty quick. How was your quiz score today? We haven't had any quiz questions today, so I'm 0 for 0. What was it? I was 5 for 7 last week, so I like to think I did pretty well. Right. Now, if I just try and get up there, I 0 for 0 or undefeated. I like it. Oh, he's not going to let... unless he is going to do it. Brain smarts. Rune has some quiz questions. Excellent work, Rune. Mini
I
Rune
wasn't
is
the
not on
Disc's
the laptop
greatest
today, then.
climber, and the warehouse wasn't the easiest building to scale. I was going to need some help.
I've got some help. Let's scroll down. Grappling iron. Skylight. Oh, look at the animation on that. There's at least 10 pixels there. Is it... Right, apparently that's a screen. There's Luton. So am I on the... Who got overexcited in a leather robe with Born to Rune? That's the Dean. And you know, there's a brilliant fact about that as well. I'm going to see if I can get through a skylight. But there is a wonderful... I know it's the Dean
The
for a very
skylight was
specific
locked
reason.
tight.
Oh, locked tight? Right. Will a crowbar sort that out? Look, I can't see a single thing. It was the Dean. I'll tell you why I know after we've broken through this skylight. Damaged skylight. Okay, we can get through now. I hope there's some more light when we're down there, because I could not see anything there. So...
Breaking into the warehouse was easier than I thought, but then I was a natural pessimist. Living in Ankh-Morpork did that to a man. What little light there was in the warehouse was coming through the skylight, and shadows played on the walls as I searched for something to help the case. I didn't know what I was looking for, but I was desperate enough that anything would do.
So, right. Spoilers for Soul Music, by the way, for the next minute or two. Soul Music is a wonderful book. There's loads of crossovers between real world, round world music and the Disc's music. So the main character, Impekelin, of course, in Welsh, kind of translates to Buddy Holly. So Impekelin was Buddy Holly. The music, all sorts of stuff, Burn Out, Not Fade Away, so many crossovers. But another thing about the whole Buddy Holly aspect is the song American Pie. Because American Pie, very Buddy Holly, death, Richie Valens, Big Bopper, Aeroplane, day the music died. So, there's a line in that, which is King and Queen, in a coat he borrowed from James Dean. And at the end of Soul Music, Death takes that coat from the Dean before he rides off on his spiritual motorbike that the librarian has made. So Death, fitting in with the whole Buddy Holly thing, rides off to meet the music in a coat he borrowed from the Dean. I love Terry Pratchett. The man was a genius. Man was an absolute
The warehouse
genius.
was full of crates. I wasn't surprised. That's what the warehouse was for, after all. None of the crates seemed to be of much interest, though.
I mentioned on Wednesday another Soul Music-y thing, that Asphalt, I don't want to use the word, but the guy who helps them in Soul Music, the guy who carts the band around, he's called Asphalt because he's a roadie. It's absolutely mad. It took me like a good 15 years.
I wasn't about to try carrying a huge crate around with me.
Fortunately, look, that stuff went over your head. Oh, and me, absolutely. That took me like a solid 15 years or so to get. Right, there's crates everywhere.
I wasn't about to try carrying a huge crate around with me.
I don't need to carry a huge crate around. I need to get into the crate. So let's use a crowbar.
I was reasonably certain that the crates were nothing of interest.
Okay, can we... We've got screen position. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to have to, I think... Let's have a look at the brightness. Can I... Brightness does absolutely nothing for me on the TV. Oh no. Right. I can't see. Oh, there's a different crate up here. Crates. Try using that. No. Right. Do I have anything that could make? No, this is. I've not read a lot of Discworld. I've read the Death books and Going Postal, and that's about it. There are so many. The Guard series is, for my money, the best. In fact, the D&D campaign that I'm running at the moment is set within the Ankh-Morpork City Watch, because it is just my favourite. Right, there is literally nothing. There's just crates. Let's have a look at ourselves. Let's take a long, hard look at ourselves. Or apparently not.
The skylight had provided me an easy way into the warehouse.
This is... Right, so there's some light coming down onto a spot here. Maybe if I just walk about a bit. Oh!
On closer examination, I was pretty sure the missing piece had become torn off accidentally.
Is that...
The scrap of cardboard I'd
Yes.
found on the Milka matched the torn
Oh,
matchbook
yes,
exactly.
it is sneaky. Right, now can I...
The reconstructed matchbook clearly read 9 Whalebone Lane.
Which is the Octarine Parrot.
I suppose I could tear it up again, but I was pretty
No,
pleased
I
with the
wanna
jigsaw
use a
as
match.
it was.
Maybe if I... Can I light it? No. Right. Is that everything, though? Is that all I'm meant to find? I'm just going along. Crates. Right, I do think that is it. That's all I'm going to find. Let's go. Shall we? Are we out? We're out. Damaged skylight. And again, this is just too dark. Like, I love this game, Discworld Noir, I love you, but too dark. Right, I'm going to go and speak to half-elf guy. Can't remember his name. Mankin? The half-elf guy. I'm going to go and speak to him. The Octarine Parrot. Which I'm pretty sure is 9 Whalebone Lane. Mankin. That was pretty close. Ooh, Sapphire's not on the stage anymore.
I'm back.
9 Whalebone Lane.
So I can see.
There we go.
Do you know what this is? It's a matchbook. Any reason it might have the address of the parrot written on the back? None that has anything to do with me. I knew he was hiding something.
Let's hope I can get a bit more
The
than that.
question was, how could I get it out of him? I'm against unnecessary violence. Besides, these skinny types can be tougher than they look.
Okay, let's ask him about lies.
So you don't know Mundy? I've already told you that I don't. And this matchbook means nothing to you. Do you practice to become this irritated? Well, I'm confused. You see, this is Mundy's handwriting on the matchbook, and this is your address he wrote. Shall I tell you what I think?
Please do.
I don't think I have that much choice. I think Mundy is here, but he told you not to tell anyone that he's here.
Have we found Monday?
You're just making it up as you go along. Well, I could always go and fetch the watch. I heard they were looking for Mundy too, and if he's not here, you wouldn't have to worry about being charged with hiding a known fugitive. They can get so impatient. Mundy's not a fugitive. How would you know?
Gotcha.
You little... All right, you win. He's upstairs. But don't tell him I told you. I wouldn't dream of ruining your reputation in high society.
Okay, that's all I wanted. Let's head... Where's the stairs? That's downstairs? Is that downstairs? Be a bit weird if the thing was...
I'd gone to a lot of trouble to find Mundy, and now the goal was in reach. It seemed like an anticlimax. I couldn't quite see what Mundy was doing when I entered his room, and seconds later I couldn't see anything at all. The last thing I saw as I passed out of consciousness was the floor rushing up to meet me.
Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Oh, it's Nobby. Bum bum bum.
By the time I came around, the watch had arrived.
Oh, what's that on the thing?
I must have been unconscious for hours. Maybe days. I thought no one could feel as bad as I did, until I saw Mundy. His
Save
feet
when
were
you wake
bound
up.
and his
Thank you,
eyes had
Purple.
been
Insert
gouged
save
out.
emoji. Oh, snap.
Either he died of massive blood loss, or he'd spilt an awful lot of red wine. It wasn't going to be a good day, I decided.
Going somewhere, Luton? You don't leave until we've finished with you.
Is that meant to be Karen?
You know where my office is. If you want an interview, you can find me there.
I consider you to be the prime suspect in this investigation.
You've got to be kidding.
I've never been more serious.
Never? What do you want with me? I was unconscious throughout the whole incident.
Vimes. Is that Vimes? It
We
is a
only
weird
have
voice,
your
isn't it?
word for that. You could have killed Mundy and then knocked yourself unconscious.
With what? Your wedding. You're pretty serious then. What?
Yes, Nobby. Now shut up.
Will you explain what you think I did?
You came in, mutilated Mundy, and then knocked yourself unconscious.
Is that all? There's your promotion, too. You were really serious then.
Nobby, you've made your point, thank you. Shut up.
How did I knock myself unconscious?
I don't know yet. But you're not a complete fool, Luton. You'd have found a way.
Do you have any evidence against me, or is this just
not
part
quite
of your
Vimes for
ongoing
me.
campaign of victimization? Just, you're always kind of serious.
You were present at the time of the murder. Your rope was used in the murder.
No.
My rope? The murderer steals from me, and suddenly I'm guilty of murder? It's not a bad thing. I mean, you're the commander of the watch, and that's a serious job.
Was he commanded
Then
by
there's
this
the
time?
victim's message.
Azil? How does that incriminate me?
It ends in L-E. He could have been trying to write Luton. He could have died before he could finish.
Oh, like Rache.
He could have been trying to write lemon. And what is Azzy supposed to mean? I was only trying to help.
For all we know, Azzy might mean it was in Mundy's own language.
It doesn't.
For all we know, Azil might mean, help, someone has gouged my eyes out. You're just guessing. There must
it?
be
Is that
other
Sir Terry?
suspects.
The landlord says no one went upstairs after you.
It could be the landlord for all you know.
Mankin? He's not the type. Anyway, he
It
reported the
doesn't
incident
sound
to
like
us.
Terry Pratchett to me.
Listen,
But
You've got nothing on me, and unless you're
he'd
going
have been
to
a
arrest
lot
me,
younger
I'm going
than
to leave.
I remember his speech.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Luton. Consider yourself a suspect for all the counterweight killings. If you're in any
Counterweight
way
killings.
involved,
I've got a name
I'll find
now.
out. Don't leave town, Luton.
He's really got it in for me, hasn't he?
He's not a bad person, Luton. He's just a bit...
Psychotic? Obsessed? Judgmental?
I was going to say overworked, but I've changed my mind.
What's this about counterweight killings?
Yeah, they've got a name.
Well, and this is in the strictest confidence.
Good man, Nobby.
I won't tell anyone who doesn't talk to me.
The murders have all been a bit, well, odd, redualistic.
What?
Ritualistic.
They are involved with a revival of philosophical principles concerning the division of reality into two independent forces, mind
Let's have
and
a look
matter.
at the IMDb.
No, redualistic, like what cults do. Reduals.
Ritualistic. I see. Like someone was trying to make a point.
Yeah. One of the patrician's clerks was killed the other day.
Oh, wow.
Very suspicious.
Why the counterweight killings?
I'd better not discuss that. Gotta go. See you later, Luton.
A lot later will do.
I've got IMDb Rob Brydon down as Vimes in this one. Right, well, I guess I'll have a look at the crime scene. There is a picture on the wall. Let's see if we can pick it up. That's the first thing you do at a crime scene, try and pick up pictures.
I couldn't think of a good reason to steal the painting, even though it would have looked great on my office wall.
Valen needs to bear that in mind, because Valen is one of the detectives who have to actually do detective things in D&D in my
either
campaign.
the killer or Mundy had written Azil on the wall in blood. Mundy's blood, presumably. I had no idea what it meant.
Okay, we've got some new notes, though. Let's have a look at the bed.
The bed looked neither comfortable
We
nor
do, and you're
inviting.
doing so well so far. To be fair, you were doing quite well at the crime scene until you all left it and
Mundy's
let the Black
corpse
Road
wasn't very
figures
attractive.
steal the evidence.
I wasn't looking forward to telling Carlotta how Mundy died.
Can I do
There was
anything with
nothing on Mundy's body
No.
worth taking.
Can I do anything? Can I search the bed? Is there anything
It
in the
hardly
bed?
seeed worth searching the bed.
I mean, it's definitely
The
worth
watch
searching
had
the bed.
already searched it,
Oh,
and
fair enough.
frankly, it was a pretty nasty bed.
Is there anything to the side? Nothing to the side. Nothing on the floor. I've got a note. So there isn't any actual... I can't do anything with that, can I?
If I had an iconograph, I could have taken a picture of the message. But I didn't have one.
So I didn't.
And even if I did, there didn't seem much point. I
Azil.
didn't want to become too reliant on technology.
Of course, Azil is Eliza backwards. Is that a thing? Question 2. In a dwarf bar, it's suicide to ask for what? Oh, is it a tall drink? We found the body, stacked all the evidence up next to it, then wandered off to fight some shadowy figures, and one of the shadowy figures is now at the thing close. Dwarf bar, it's suicide to ask for a... Not a tall drink. No, I think I'm going to be 0 for 2. Sorry, 1 for 2. What's happened? Where are we? Who have we got? What have we got in our filthy little pockets? Is Azil, Mundy's murder. Okay, we've got quite a bit that we're crossing out, which is good progress. Counterweight killings, Mundy's murder, Malachite, Sapphire lied. We've got through quite a bit of it. Okay. See, I don't even know now, like where. Let's head to the Cafe Ankh. We haven't been in there. A short. Oh. The opposite. Bugger. 1 for 2. I'm 1 for 2. I need to get some quiz emojis. Emojis? Emotes. Not emojis. Too old. I'm far too old.
I decided not.
Okay, we're not disturbing him. Can we? Is Elise thingy still here? Mother-in-law wants a word. Bum bum bum. The bar. There's nobody else. Hydrate. Hydrate. That's the last of my cola drink. Oh no. Right. There's nothing else here. Right. So the Cafe Ankh is a complete waste of time. There's nobody up in there. So, right, Cafe Ankh ticked off the list. Yeah. I forget to hydrate. So it's a nice little thing to have there. That was one of the suggested ones from Twitch. Cafe Ankh, not Van Ubervold. I could go to Sidopolis Yard. Let's head back to my office. See if there's anything there worth looking at. There is not. There is not anything else there worth looking at. Elise, Azil even. Azil. Let's have a look. The captain of the ship might know because he travels off to foreign parts. Mr. Scoplat.
Still here?
Not for much longer, I hope.
Okay, let's have a look at what we can ask him.
Do you know anything about the counterweight
Oh, good evening,
killings?
Dabs. How you doing?
Sorry, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Is that a cool... How have you done that?
Do you know a troll named
no, he's
Sapphire?
not going to know a troll named Sapphire.
I can't say I do.
I appreciate his short answers, though.
Do you know a troll by the name of Malachite?
Doesn't ring
For
any
900,
bells, I'm
you can
afraid.
modify an emote for 24 hours. Is that for everybody now that's done? I've got to have a look at this. Is it for everyone if I send it? Oh, it's just for you. Just for you. But pretty cool still. Carlotta, Alkali, Malachite, Azil. There we
Does
are.
the word Azil mean anything to you?
Sorry, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Bugger.
Can you think of any reason why someone would murder Mundy?
I didn't think you needed a reason to kill people in Ankh-Morpork.
Is that Rob
Everything
Bryden?
has a reason.
I've
You
never
can
been
flip
one
it
for
grayscale it
teleology.
for thinking.
Don't
hand on it,
start.
shrink it. Nice.
I can
like
do
that.
without the philosophy.
Suit yourself.
Rob Brydon is the voice of Luton, the main guy. Right, there's nothing here for me, so we're off. Again, I do like this one just because we've got the whole. If you get lost, just speak to people, speak to everybody, just speak to people about things. Boom, boom. Pier 5? No, we've got everything we need of that. I didn't speak to Mankin? Is it Mankin? Mankin! Yeah. Didn't speak to Mankin. I can ask him about Azil. He might know.
How does it feel to be a suspect, Mankin?
What?
You're an obvious choice of suspect because you called the watch.
Does that make sense?
You were the first on the scene. Round here, that means it's practically a closed case. I don't see why. You were there when I got
Stretch,
there.
is it?
I was unconscious.
Oh.
Well, I heard a commotion. I thought maybe check it out
that
in the
is
first
dangerous.
place.
Oh, that's a
Maybe
good stretch.
Mundy managed to knock you out before he
that's a
died.
big stretch.
While he was tied and blind.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Perhaps
Thank
he
you.
said a particularly offensive word and I fainted. Well, I happen to know that the Watch consider you a
Stretch
suspect.
comes with a free yawn.
Well,
That's-
don't forget
I'll
that
throw
I
that
know
in.
something that they don't. That you're a liar and you can't be trusted.
It could have been
Just
Mankin.
because you can't trust me doesn't mean no one can trust me.
Okay, let's ask him about Mundy's
So
murder.
why did you kill Mundy? What? I didn't lay a finger on him. You gotta be crazy. Do you have any idea how bad all this is for business? Why would I cause all this? I'd have to be crazy. Vimes told me that you're a suspect.
Vimes absolutely did not.
Of course I'm a suspect. I'm half elf. We're always a suspect. No one trusts us.
Okay, does he know what Azil means?
Does the
though?
word Azil mean anything to you? Leave me alone, Luton.
Apparently not. I don't think there's anything else
What do
he'll
you
know.
know about a dwarf named Al-Khali? I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want to talk about them with you.
I don't know if I've asked him about Ilsa and Two Conkers.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two
I don't know, I'm
Conkers?
just asking. Just keep asking
I know a lot of
questions.
people. That doesn't mean I want...
Okay, that's exactly the same answer. Counterweight killings, maybe.
Have you heard of the counterweight killings? You mean, have I heard that there's an unstoppable assassin from the counterweight continent in Ankh-Morpork, and he's slaying everyone and everything that gets in his way? If you like. Haven't heard a thing.
Okay, so he's not giving us much more. Let's head out, and where haven't we gone? I mean, we could just suck it up and go to the watch house, which I think is going to be our next stop. Hello, Nobby.
There was something about the way the other members of the Watch looked at me that let me know that no matter how innocent I was still stained with suspicion. Still, I'll take the stains of suspicion over the tarnish of guilt. Suspicion was easier to wash out. Sometimes I think I'd just give up and crawl inside a whiskey bottle. Except that you can only do that if you are less than 1 inch high.
Right, is that a bell? I can hit
I
the bell.
really wanted to ring the bell, but given that Nobby was right in front of me, it would just have wound him up.
Winding up Nobby is kind of the reason I wanted to do it, but okay, go off.
Doesn't look like I'm too welcome around here. Of course, I haven't been welcome here since I got kicked off the force, but at least then they just thought I was corrupt. Now they think I'm a murderer. Nah, Luton, you've got it all wrong. They don't think you're a murderer. They think...
They think what?
that my personal hygiene is appalling? No. That I have the Clutchian plague? No.
Come on.
Face it, they think I'm a murderer.
You know, give me a minute, I'll think of something.
Good man, Nobby.
Nobby, you've never thought of something printable in your entire life. Why should you start now?
Right, okay, so we can ask him... Let's just...
Am I
Get it
still
out
prime suspect in Mundy's murder?
Afraid so.
Good quick answer.
Tell me more about these counterweight killings.
Ooh, cranky. It's a Sunday night, isn't it?
I'm not really sure I should, Luton. Sorry.
Come on, Nobby. You can trust me.
You can trust me.
Well... no. Look, Luton, I can't tell you.
Why not? Shouldn't I know?
It's not to be discussed with anyone who's not part of the case.
I am part of the case.
Ah,
Kind of.
I see.
I'm a suspect.
Well, that makes sense. Obviously, you wouldn't want people not involved with the case learning about it.
Exactly.
And I'm the prime suspect in that case, right?
Well, you're the prime suspect in the Mundy case. But the prime suspect in the counterweight killings is that foreign spy who's been killing all the prominent people. Like that bloke up at Unseen University and that fellow in the
University?
Patrician's Palace.
Right. Well, I
Is
won't
that going to
ask
have
any more
unlocked
questions
any
then,
other places to go, hopefully?
seeing as how I shouldn't.
Thank you, Luton. I appreciate it.
No, it hasn't unlocked anything.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
No.
Mundy's murder we can't really ask about. I am going to ask about Lisa and Two Conkers.
It didn't seem worth asking about
I
that.
think it's very much worth asking about that, to be honest. Malachite, here you go.
I'm trying to find out why a troll named Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
Can't help you with that, Squire.
Okay, no, I've asked about Malachite already. I think that is all from Nobby. Oh, no, I can ask him.
I'm looking for a dwarf
if
named
he's
Reagan.
seen this guy.
He's been missing.
Missing? What kind of missing? Missing for a few hours, missing person, missing in the shades? Help me out here, will you?
Missing person, I guess.
Yep, very much missing.
How long's he been missing?
3 days.
3 days? You've got to be kidding.
Probably dead.
That barely counts as a hangover in Ankh-Morpork, let alone a missing person case.
Fair, fair, fair.
How long would he have to be missing then?
I'd say at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Of course, it'd depend on who he
Hello,
was.
Bunny.
If
No,
the
it's a bit of an odd
patrician
one,
went
isn't it?
missing for 3 hours, it'd warrant an investigation.
Justice for some,
There's nowhere
eh?
there's nowhere to sidle if you're behind a desk. I haven't got my matchbook anymore, and I haven't got my invite. Right. Okay, we've made some progress. Pseudopolis Yard. The mausoleum's going to be pointless now. We've just come from Pseudopolis Yard. I could ask around. Oh, you know what? I've had a feeling I should go to Rodin's workshop. I had a feeling I should go there before I went to the watch house, but no Rodin. Okay, interesting. Maybe you should tell someone about Mundy. Oh, of course. I definitely should, shouldn't I? Seeing as that was the one thing she asked me to do. And she will, I hope, be at my office. If not, I'll go up to her house. Okay, no. I was hoping she'd be at my office because I don't have my invite for her house anymore. Hopefully she's just there.
I see Sir has returned.
Sir has.
Who would Sir like to see?
There we go. Straight in. Ask to see Carlotta.
Is Carlotta home?
Alas,
Oh.
no. What a shame that Sir's trip has been wasted. Perhaps Sir would like to leave now.
Absolutely not.
Tell her I called by.
Why, my loins stir at the very thought of serving you in this way, sir. I'll have to
Is
see
the
the count.
Count receiving guests?
No,
I'm glad to see we're all
but
on
he
it.
will see you.
That's what she said. Okay, okay.
Luton.
Does the hand just slap people? Which hand?
I was hoping you would drop by.
You don't sound so good, Count.
I am
There's
not
a hand
the man
icon. I
used
haven't used
be,
it to
that
slap
is
anyone.
certain. Past my prime,
The
you
hand,
might
the
say.
pointy hand. The pointy hand is a leave the screen hand.
Past my prime.
I could come back later if you want.
No. No, there is no guarantee that I will be getting any better.
He sounds like the
If
kind of
anything,
guy. That's the kind
I
of
might
accent
be worse.
that knows what
Your
Azil
health?
means.
We are both men of the world, Mr. Luton. I will not mince words with you. I am dying. I might last another year or so, or I might not last the week. And to think I thought Ankh-Morpork would be
I
good
thought we'd
for my
I thought
health.
we'd already gone through all this with him, but
Not too many
I'm wearing
people would
my
believe you, certainly.
Band with Rocks in t-shirt, by the way.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries and get straight to business. Yes?
I'm teeny tiny.
Yes.
Get bigger.
Straight
I'll get
to
bigger.
business.
Right, I wanted to ask him.
I'm trying to find
Why
out
not?
why
We
a
can try.
troll named Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
Please do not waste my time.
Entirely fair. Entirely fair. So we're going through. I wanted to ask him about Azil.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
I remember
The
Azil.
witch patrician was the Seamstresses
Azil
Guild finally
is a
legitimized.
mad
That was
Ascari
veterinary,
of
wasn't
the
it? It was
great Neth.
really recent.
He rose to power before even the light dams of
I
Sorka
hope
were
it was
completed.
veterinary.
I remember he used to punish his detractors by
Oh.
burying them upside down in the sand.
Oh, like Vlad the
You know,
Impaler.
I think he honestly believed they might grow into trees.
No. No.
He
It
was
wasn't.
Quite
It wasn't.
mad,
Was it
you know.
veterinary? It was veterinary.
Quite mad.
How long ago was this?
Oh,
Well,
I
I'm
don't
glad.
know.
I'm glad I didn't take it back.
A couple of 100 years ago, at least.
You seem to remember it like yesterday.
I am an old man.
He was there.
My memory plays tricks.
Mundy's murder.
Do you know anything about the murder of a man named Mundy?
Mr. Luton, I couldn't be less interested
Well, that's
in the petty crimes of this
2
wretched
out of 3.
city.
2 out of 3 so far, I think. Rune, wasn't it? Alkali, Malachite, Lisa from Two Conquers. I could ask him about Carlotta.
I asked the Count if he knew where Carlotta was when Mundy
Wasn't
was
sure.
murdered, but he
Ooh.
wasn't sure. He told me that she wasn't in the mansion, but that her comings and
Okay,
goings
so I mean,
were a
she
mystery
could have
to
killed
him.
Mundy. She is not past suspicion at this point. Counterweight killings, maybe?
Do you know anything about the counterweight killings?
Mr. Luton,
No.
I couldn't be less interested
Bums.
in the petty crimes of this wretched
I love a
city.
quiz, and a Discworld quiz is even better. It would be my mastermind specialist subject, Discworld. Not the extended writings of Terry Pratchett, unfortunately. I don't know enough about Strata and Dark Side of the Sun and all of that. Right, there's nothing there. Oh, I'm not even saying goodbye. I'm just going, apparently. I'm going to talk to the butler, and I don't want to see anybody. I'm going to ask him.
I'm
He's
trying
not
to
gonna know
find out
this,
why a
but
troll
I'm asking
named
anyway.
Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
I'm sorry. I cannot assist, sir, in that matter.
Perfect. Malachite, Sapphire, Lead. Counterweight killings. Let's have a look.
Do you know anything about the counterweight killings?
I don't know anything about any murders, sir.
Cool. I'm going to ask you about Mundy's murder, though, separately.
Do you know anything
case.
about the murder of a man named Mundy?
I don't know anything about
Cool.
any murders, sir.
Nice reuse of that line. I could ask him about Carlotta.
So what do you make of Carlotta, then?
Sir?
Carlotta.
Oh. Yeah. I've already asked. Right. No, there's nothing else that we can do there. She's not there. I'd gone to. I'm trying to look to see if there's anywhere. Right. I'm going to go to my office. She may not be there because she's gone to my office. No, I was wrong. If that's the hand icon you mean, Doc, then that's the pointy offy screen we're leaving. Okay, what am I? Mini Rune woke up. No! Mini Rune! Again? Silly mini rune. It is nearly wake up time though. It's getting there, isn't it? I'm trying to think where on earth to go. 6 a.m. That's far too early. Far too early. Right, there's nothing there. I mean, maybe? I don't know. Genuinely don't know where she'd be. And I've gone around most of the places. Who could I ask about what? No, I don't think so. Can I have another chat with the Watchman?
I'm back.
Let's have a party.
Right. Although this is Act 2, so I don't know if...
Ordinarily, I'd have attempted to engage anyone in casual conversation. After all, you never know what you might learn.
Very true.
But the Watchman... Well, let's just say he was a pain in the largest muscle in my body. Have I got that right? Which is the largest muscle, anyway? Better check that later.
Right, okay, so we're not speaking to him, but let's have a look. We can...
I think I've found your intruder.
Yeah.
Really?
He's dead.
Nigel Planer for the voice
Somebody
there.
murdered him.
Good. That's what you get when you break into my warehouse.
You realize that makes you a
That's a
suspect in the
really
investigation?
short, looping
What?
tune in the background.
Why?
You just made a death threat against the man. I think that gives you motive. And I'll bet that no one can confirm your alibi when he was murdered.
You wouldn't falsely accuse a man like that, would you?
Hey, do I look like that kind
Yeah.
of guy?
Yeah, you do.
Of course not.
What did you do that for? You really scared me.
Oh.
That was the idea. Now that the crisis has been averted, would you let me into the warehouse?
No.
Oh, come on.
Okay, scrub the gratitude ploy.
Azil. Ask him about it.
Does
Just
the
in
word
case.
Azil mean anything to you?
That's nothing to do with me.
Can I ask about those?
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers?
Sorry.
No.
I
Bugger.
don't
Question
get
4.
to
What's the name of the bar
socialise
where the
much with this
undead,
job.
the undead of Ankh-Morpork drinking beers?
It's the night work, you know.
B-I-E-E-R-S? No, B-I-E-R-S. Beers. Alkali.
I gave the Watchman Al Kali's description.
Oh, I've got the photograph
He
I
didn't
could be showing
recognize
people.
it.
Yes, beers. Right, let's have a look at that.
Do you recognize the dwarf
Where
in the
everybody knows your
psychograph?
shape. Bunny's got it. Yes, Bunny.
It's faintly familiar, but no, I can't place it.
Can't place it. Bugger. Okay, but I've got the iconograph that I can... Oh, I just noticed I don't have the rope on my grappling iron anymore, so I've just got an iron hook. Oh, that's good. Discworld quiz, I'm 3 for 4 now, 75% correct, and hopefully getting better every time. Right, we haven't got much in the way of inventory, but we do have some good progress through the notebook of questions at the moment. If you're interested in the technical stuff, by the way, we are playing direct from a PS1, which is why everything's got just too few pixels. Where I'm gonna go and ask the captain about. I'm gonna show him the photo of the dwarf. In fact, I can do that by opening up the thing and just asking him directly so that I don't have to wade through all of the questions.
Still here? Not for much longer, I hope.
Oh, maybe I can't.
I showed Reagan's picture to the first mate, and he recognized it.
Yes, I think that was the dwarf who pulled up in a carriage shortly after we docked. I think he collected some of the cargo, too.
Do you remember which way he went?
He drove away upwards at high speed. I wouldn't be surprised if he caused an accident somewhere down the line.
Okay, okay. An accident. So now I'm going to take that. I'm going to go and speak to Nobby, because Nobby knows everything. Nobby is like peak investigator. He is the man to go to when you have a question, isn't he? Save it now. You've spoken about the hardware. Oh my god, you're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, which one's the latest one? I think it's the other one. So now I'm going to go to Sidopolis Yard. I'm going to ask Nobby. Thank you very much, Purple. I really do. I've got it written down. I've got to get a safety save emote done. I will do it.
I need your help again, Nobby.
Hello again, Cynic. You're helping arrange for the in-laws to stay over. Oh,
okay.
that's nice. It's nice to have the in-laws over,
suppose.
isn't it? We're very lucky that my in-laws are lovely, lovely people.
I'm
Lovely
looking
people.
for a dwarf named Reagan. He's been missing.
Oh no, we've done all this. I'm gonna skip. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go to the notebook and Reagan's carriage.
Did anyone report a speeding carriage 3 days
stranger.
ago?
Oh, thank you,
Funny you
Richard.
should ask that. Sergeant Colon was almost run down by a carriage 3 days ago. He's been going on about it ever
You
since.
get a posture check with that one as well.
Says we ought
apparently.
to have speed limits for carriages.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
How would you tell what speed a carriage was going?
You got the imp in a box.
Well, a watchman's instincts are
They
never
haven't
wrong.
implemented the.
You
imp
could always
speed
go
cameras
for a
yet.
more preventative approach.
Like what?
Well, you could ban
That's a bit
carriages
much.
altogether.
Who in the Clatchin campaign developed a particularly
Yeah,
intimidating method
that'd
of
work.
unarmed combat?
Hey, you could go one step further. You could ban people from Ankh-Morpork, and then there'd be no crime at all.
Well, there'd still be the trolls and the dwarfs. And the
Can't be
gargoyles
Nobby or
and
Colon.
the gnomes. And the undead and the golems. Of course, the golems don't make much crime, and the gargoyles' only crime is Avicide. And it's not like we're short of pigeons. But the trolls and the dwarfs, well, I mean, they make as much crime as any of the humans, maybe even more.
It's no fun when it's this easy.
Rune, you've got me there.
Like shooting fish at a barrel.
Nobby or Colon?
Eh?
Nobby and Colon were Betty
Never
and Al,
mind.
and they were on a submarine with Lord
About this
Bettinari.
carriage the other night.
If this is in
Where did Colon
Jingo,
see
because
it?
they were in Clatch over there.
I
weren't
think he said it was headed for the Magdalen Bridge.
It wasn't much of a lead, but at least it was something. Usually you could only get a lead out of Nobby with a scalpel.
Avicide isn't a Nobby word. You're quite right, Bunny. That's not the kind of thing that you would expect Nobby Knobs to know. Red shoe. I know, that's gone completely over my head. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that it's not good circumstance. That's not what we want. That isn't what we want. Ooh, we get a cutscene here though. Really rubbish cutscene. Okay, he's
The
gone through.
Magdalen Bridge was one of 10
bridge
bridges
barriers.
that linked the city of Ankh to the city of Morpork. It was an unremarkable structure, most famous for the number of suicides it attracted.
Red
The
shoe. So
trouble
what did
with
Reg
trying
do
to
in the
drown
Clatchin
yourself
campaign?
in the Ankh is that you're more likely to break a leg falling onto the thick crust of the river than actually come near any water. Still, if you were
Hit
heavy
people over the
enough,
head with a
you
loose
could
arm?
eventually sink
Oh,
into
yeah,
the
Bunny's
depths.
got it. Bunny's there.
I can think of nicer ways to go,
A
though.
point for Bunny.
And much quicker ones, too.
Okay. Are you going to give me control back? Come on. That safety say. Oh no, here we are. Right, we've got a few things.
Something had clearly lost control on the bridge. Something with wheels. Beyond that, it was difficult to say.
I'm an absolute child, sorry. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Right, can we, let's have a look at the railings.
The railings had been damaged. There was no telling when they'd become damaged, though.
True, true.
It wasn't as if I came this way every day. I doubt many people did.
Right, can I interact
I
with
wasn't
them?
strong enough to bend the railings back into shape,
fair,
and frankly, what would be the point?
I'm even being chastised by the main character now. Can I do anything with the skid marks?
I wasn't about to scrape the marks off the bridge.
No. Okay, River Ank. We can have a look and maybe see a
The
carriage.
River Ankh. Probably the only river in the universe on which you could chalk the outline of a corpse.
Torn fabric. There we go.
Some fabric had caught on the railings of the bridge.
Grab that. Have we got anything else that we can have a look at? Railings. River Ankh. I'm going over this quite slowly because it might be that we just can't see, but there's a Magdalene is Magdalene. I hadn't thought of that. I like Magdalene Bridge. I love the bridge names. Misbegot Bridge, of course, where the Duckman and Foul Old Ron and Coffin Henry live. The All Troll Rock Band was imaginatively called a big troll. It was something like a big troll and 4 other trolls, or something similar. I believe so, anyway. I do like soul music. My favourite soul music band name is the parody of They Might Be Giants, which is We're Certainly Dwarves, which is brilliant. Right, right, there's nothing else. I've gone over this quite a bit. I just don't know who we're going to speak to about it. A big troll and some other trolls. I thought it was a number. Magdalen College, Oxford is pronounced Magdalene, is it? That's incredible. Thank you for that, Bunny. I love a bit of trivia. Magdalen College, Oxford. Magdalen. But Magdalen. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I know we live in Wales, so we pronounce everything a bit strange, just as a matter of course. W's are U's, etc. Y's are I's, I's are Y's. There's no ship in the wharf anymore. Has that gone because we finished asking the questions? Oh, it has gone. And they've left the mooring line, which I'm going to pick up because it'll make a good rope.
If I pride myself on anything,
Oh, come on.
it's that I don't steal without a good reason. Well, I don't steal rope without a good reason.
Oh,
When the
thought that would
Milka
be handy.
left, someone must have left one of the mooring lines behind. That was careless. Some people will steal anything.
But apparently not me. Apparently I won't steal anything. I didn't know you could go this way. Is that just going to the world map kind of thing? Oh, you can go straight up here. Combined with the grapple, I mean, maybe if I use the grapple on it, then it will be a good enough reason to pick it up or something. It's left. Yeah, there we go.
Some people will...
No. Oh, yes! I skipped that thinking it was going to be the same. I do apologise. Right, we can get in. But do we want to get in, like, right now? Is that something we need to do? Don't know. What have I got? I've got some torn fabric. I'm going to go to the mansion. I'm going to speak to the Count, show him the fabric. And maybe...
I see, sir.
That's what she said. I remember more of this game than I do dinner yesterday.
Who would sir like to see?
Oh, I hardly remember anything. It's been
Is
like a
the
solid
Count
20
receiving
years
guests?
since I last completed it.
No. But he will see you.
Excellent, thank you. I've got some fabric to show him. Like, that's the thing.
I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
Purple, I don't know what I said
Yes.
that brought that out, but I'm
questions.
glad. Since it's
Go
a noir.
on.
Pistols only. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Valin redeemed a pistols only earlier.
Do you
and
recognize
yeah,
this fabric?
I promise I won't use any assault rifles.
Yes.
Do we want to get in there yet?
It's familiar. Yes. I remember. It's from the carriage.
Okay.
I liked the carriage. Do you know where it is?
Got an idea.
From Reagan's carriage?
Yes. Yes, from the canopy.
That's what I thought.
Right. If I speak to him now, if I speak to him about
I
it?
found someone who saw
Yeah.
Reagan's carriage the other night.
Just noticed all the new options on Mischief.
Let
Yes,
me
we've
know
got
when you found Reagan.
we've got a few, Doc. Yeah. Some silly, but I wanted to give something. And if I'm not sure how many people here are subscribers, but if you're a subscriber, you get a fantastic little. I say fantastic because I made it and I do love it. A little Rincewind emote for subscribers. Right, that's it. If I go back, I'll ask the butler if Carlotta's here yet. There he is. Good old Rincey. I was going to do the luggage as well, but I ran out of time. Butler.
I see, sir.
Yes. Is Carlotta here yet?
Is Carlotta home?
Alas, no.
And then Valin's got his
What a
Rincewind
shame that
with the
Sir's trip
sunglasses
has
on.
been wasted. Perhaps Sir would like to leave now.
Yes.
Tell her
I would very much like to leave now. Simon the Sorcerer, purple. I'm very angry at you. Wasn't he wearing blue, Simon the Sorcerer? I have a weird recollection that Simon the Sorcerer wore blue. Hardcore was nailed to a wall by his ears for selling troll trigger and bags of. Oh, now I think it was slab, but it could have been scrape or slide. Was it slab? Slab's the one, isn't it?
I need your help again, Nobby.
Well, okay.
Was it
I suppose.
slab? Slab. It was slab. Yes, I do get all of the troll drugs confused. Right. Let's have a look. Fabric.
Have you seen this fabric anywhere before?
No.
Oh, handy. Brilliant. Right. Let's ask him about. Where's the carriage? There it is.
Did anyone report a speeding
we've already done
carriage
this.
3 days ago?
I'm feeling quite good actually. That's what
Funny you should ask that.
was
Sergeant
that question
Colon was
7.
almost
I've
run
got
down
2
by
wrong.
a
So is that
carriage
5
3
out of
days
7?
ago.
I think.
He's been going on about it ever since. Says we ought to have speed limit.
Did he say that we should speak to Colon about it? I can't actually go anywhere around here, can I? I can only speak to Nobby. 5 out of 7. Nice. You wore purple. Oh, that's handy. I've got everything I can from that. Right, maybe I just pass back into Luton's office periodically, just in case there's anybody there. It was red on the cover art. Oh. I think it's a very good little Rincewind that I've made there. I was going to do a full body one, but it was just too small. Because it's a very small area that you get to work with for those emotes. Where would she be? Would she be at the mausoleum, maybe? Don't know. That's what she said. It was red on the cover art. Ah. Okay, let's pop down. Maybe she's here. I don't know. Or maybe I could look at the rubble.
The rubble was definitely the body of a troll. But according to Malachite, it wasn't Therma's body.
Is there something over there on the floor? No. Nothing over there on the floor either. Can I interact
I
with it?
examined the body closely, but all I could see of interest were the troll's diamond teeth glinting at me.
I mean, Yoink. Maybe? No, probably not. We don't steal teeth. What's the place at the top right? We don't seem to have been there recently. That's the Cafe Ankh on the top right. I went back there not too long ago and there was nobody there, but it is worth just checking everywhere because you never know what little bit that you do in one area will send you off to another area. Or send somebody, trigger something. That's a point, actually. I haven't been up here in a while. Trapdoor, no. Let's go up. Straight up, straight into the bar. But diamond! You're not wrong, Tim. Okay, nobody up in that bit. We don't bother Samael when he's working. Nobody over here either. Ah, we're in a bit of a pickle. Right, wherever. So there's nobody in the Cafe Ankh. There's nobody at Luton's office. The ship's gone, so there's nobody at the wharf. Maybe it is time to break into Pier 5 again. Yeah, I'm going to break into Pier 5. What clutching weapon looked like a very large kettle and been banned by 8 countries and 3 religions? These are getting really quite tough now, Rune. I think I'm about to go on to 8 for 5, which is only just above 50%. Come on, use the thing with the skylight. He was staying around not doing very much then. There we go, there we go. The Clatchian something. I'm afraid I'm not going to get that.
When I broke in before, there was a stack of crates for me to climb down.
Okay,
now
nothing
there
now.
was nothing. I needed another way in.
Maybe I can put on... I forget the...
I examined the
okay,
grapple closely. It looked as if it was welded out of metal strips.
See if we can... Maybe if we can use that on that and we can shimmy down.
I just wanted to forget about the skylight for the time being.
Okay. I mean, no then, I guess. Ooh. Is the bridge close to the Clatchian fire engine? No, I hadn't. Well, I got the first bit. I got the first 2 words of that. That's 50% of that question I got right. I just don't think that we should brush over how much of it I got right and focus on the bit that I got wrong. Okay, do we have anything?
I really didn't want to talk to anyone about the grappling iron.
And you know what? That's fair. That is fair.
Have you seen this fabric
I don't know why I've got
before?
a feeling that the carriage is in this building.
Can't help you with that.
No, let's...
Do you recognize the
recognise
dwarf
this
in this
dwarf?
iconograph?
Can I help you with that?
It's faintly familiar.
5.5.
But no, I can't place it.
I will take it. I'll take anything I can get. My watch is going buzzingly mental. Right. We're stuck at a bit of an impasse. So that's the Ankh. Now it looked like, while I was on the bridge, it looked like there was like a little docks or something on the other side. So I thought that it might have been the docks, but it's a bit too far away. Can I actually just go down there? Don't know how to give vague clues. That's fair. I wanted to check while I was here. Skid marks. Still a child. Railings. Railings. No. Okay, we've got nothing there. It is... I get vague clues are really hard to give because you never know. Go fish. By Jove, Tim!
There was something down there. I was sure of it. But I wasn't strong enough to pull it up.
Oh. Malachite. Maybe? Maybe malachite. I reckon I could like tell him it's part of the therma case. And then he might help with it. Right, let's... And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up because I don't want to go through all of the preamble. So I'm going to get my something in the river clue.
Listen carefully, Malachite. I've been patient with you, and you owe me a favor.
Dramatic spit take. At least it wasn't a
use the grapple
spit
to pull
take.
something out
Simply
of the river
because
pond.
it would have ruined all of my
I
electronics.
don't know for sure what it is, but it's big. Too big for me to lift. But you could do it. And I figure you owe me one.
Found Therma?
This will help me find Therma.
Look, Therma is dead. Remember? We found her in the mausoleum.
We didn't.
Not Therma. Therma alive. Find Therma.
Doing my best, man.
Look, she is dead. Get used to it.
Not dead.
She is an ex-troll.
Find Therma.
All right, you big dumb troll. I'll carry on looking for Therma if you help me get this thing out of the river.
How's it so hard to
Do
find
we
a
have a
pile of
deal?
rocks?
I pull thing. You find Therma.
Yes? You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Or something. Whatever you want scratched, within reason.
Don't want scratching. Find Therma.
We will find Therma at some
Okay.
point.
You pull thing.
We're literally
I
just
find
going around in
Therma.
circles now.
Got it?
Need grapple.
Got grapple.
That may be the first intelligent thing you've said to me.
Okay, so do I give him... Grab the grapple, give him the grapple.
Ready now?
You lead.
With pleasure.
Excellent news. We're getting there.
I hadn't been able to move whatever it was in the river. Malachite pulled it
What
up onto
according
the
to
bridge
Mystic
like it was
Search Engine,
made
the
of
Death Library, the
paper.
harmless creatures of 4X.
I wasn't surprised to learn it was Reagan's carriage, but it still wasn't clear how it ended up going off the bridge.
Is it some of the sheep? Oh, what are we... Oh...
Amidst the
Some of
wreckage,
the
I
sheep,
found
yes!
a small ornamental box. But before I could examine it in detail, Malachite took an interest.
It is a box. It is a box.
I didn't want to give it to him, but he looked like he'd rupture a fault line if I didn't.
Very accurate statement, it
He
is.
kept insisting that the box proved that
What's in
Therma
the
was
box?
alive. Or at least that's my best interpretation of what he was trying to say.
What's in the box?
With his usual annoying habit, Malachite
Oh,
just
no.
walked off, taking the box with him. That left me to get back to my usual habit of not really
What
knowing
is
what was
that?
going
Is that
on.
a troll on the front? Or is that Reagan? Is that meant to be a dwarf? What's in the box? Well played. Oh, I need to get a well played one. What I want to do and I don't know if anybody's technical enough to help me figure out how to do it, is if you remember, I've for some time had my little Xbox achievements which pop up saying, well, that was stupid, or yay, we did something. Save, thank you, I will do. That's what we get for now. You can highlight a message with save written on it. So I want to get it so that if you folks put something, if you like redeem something, you can get the achievement to pop up in my OBS. But it is it's
The
tough to work it out.
carcass of Reagan's carriage lay on the bridge like a beached whale.
Is that Reagan? Yeah, that's Reagan.
There was no doubt
Pretty
that it
big
was
for a
Reagan,
dwarf.
and there was no doubt that he was dead.
Floppy disk
The
save.
poor sap must have suffocated in the Ankh. I searched Reagan's body, but all I found was a pair of tiny bite marks on his
Happy
ankle.
to look at that. Thank you, Valen.
Either
I
he'd
genuinely
been bitten by a
appreciate that.
snake or a very small vampire.
I think. Oh, I thought you were already a VIP. I shall have to change it. A very small vampire. Right, I suppose I can go and tell the hydrate. I can tell the count that we found Reagan at least. I mean, it's not brilliant news, but stretch for God's sake.
I see Sir has returned.
Sir has.
Who would Sir like to see?
That was a nice stretch. Let's see the count.
Is the Count receiving
posture
guests?
check? Oh, crikey. Now you're asking.
No,
Right.
but he
Back.
will see you.
Tits out. There we go. That is better, actually. That feels better.
I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
Oh, I
yes,
didn't want to ask
good
questions. I've just got to give him
Go
some bad
on.
news, which I'm not looking forward to. Reagan's
I'm
murder.
afraid I have some bad
Apparently.
news for you.
It's Reagan, isn't it? He's dead.
How did you know?
I'm afraid so. I found his carriage near the Magdalen Bridge. It must have lost control and skidded into the river.
Magdalen is
Reagan must have
Magdalene. I won't
drowned.
forget that now.
Or
Hey,
suffocated.
Levator.
It's hard to say with the river.
I'll
like the
level
Ankh.
with you, Lav.
Very
Much easier
well.
on PS1.
Of course.
Much easier.
I will pay you for your time.
Ooh.
If you
get
should
paid.
hear anything else in connection with this case, please let me know.
I will let you know.
Otherwise,
That
consider the
posture
case
check is
closed.
actually
There is one thing.
it's actually quite good. Thank you, Valen.
I think Reagan may have been involved with a troll singer named Therma. I'm not really sure about the
Oh,
details.
That makes a bit of sense.
I'm sort of investigating the Therma case at the moment.
That makes a bit of
But
sense.
since I'm not getting paid for it, I may have to give it up.
Indeed. How
These
would
games
you
weren't in
feel
right till
if I were
absolutely.
to pay you for the
I,
third case and you continue to investigate
I've been kind of
it?
petitioning Rihanna
I'd feel a
Pratchett
little bit richer
to
and
do
a
it
lot
for some years. I mean, I've given up now because I don't want to be too annoying. I mean, I know I'm annoying, but oh, he's coughing. My kind of final thought on it really was what you could do theoretically is you could just remaster and re-release them on GOG or on Steam or something. And I know it's hard because you don't know who owns the rights, so you don't know. It's a very muddy water. But if you just release them and anybody complains, then you would find out who owns the rights, and then you could maybe barter or something. The voice actors, maybe. I mean, Eric Idle's still with us. Rob Brydon, Nigel Planer, Robert Llewellyn, all still with us at the moment. So I think maybe we'd be okay. Purple, yes, it is an OBS overlay. It is an OBS overlay. Hello, Ground Defense. Thank you very much. Oh, Taxi. Yeah, that's not Taxi. Being a taxi isn't good. I'm not looking forward to that. Kate Robbins. Kate Robbins is one of the voices. I'm not sure if she's still with us. Was John Pertwee in the first? Really, Pertwee? That is all Italian. No, Spanish. Oh, German. Die Hauptfigur in diesem Spiel ist Rincewind, der Magier. Sie stören ihn von Moment an, wenn sie drücken Cursor. No, we're not there yet. No, we're still not in the English one. That's French. Here they are. Eric Idle, John Pertwee. I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopedic shoes. I never knew that. Never knew it. She's Emily Attack's mum. She's on... Who Do You Think You Are? Is that Bunny? I love Who Do You Think You Are? It is a brilliant TV show. Right, what was I doing? I don't know who Emily Attack is. I'm not hugely up to date with pop culture, and I apologise for that. I'm not. Yeah, I don't 100% know who Emily Attack is, and I didn't know John Pertwee was in the first one. So thank you for that, Lav. Ubervold Mansion. No. All right. Let's pop to Luton's office just in case. You already mentioned the answer to this next question, but I'll ask it anyway. Misbegot Bridge. The answer is Misbegot Bridge, Rune. Yes. Which bridge of Ankh-Morpork did the best known insidious group of street people live beneath? It is Misbegot Bridge. I have already mentioned it. Dive straight in. Lav, look. Come here. Look me in the eye, Lav. I love an info dump. Anytime. Dump away. Love it. What duck? Okay, she's not with us quite yet. That's what she said. Oh, dump. Maybe Nobby and the Watch need to know that I found a garage. Answer the Misbegot Bridge. Yes. So that was 8. I was on 5. I'm not taking the half. That was silly. So is that 9? I'm on 6 for 9. 66%. I'm kind of okay with that.
I need your help again, Nobby.
But points mean prizes. Unfortunately, 0 prizes.
I suppose.
Right, let's have a look. Reagan's murder.
I told Nobby about finding Reagan's body and the carriage in the river by the Magdalen Bridge. And he promised he'd...
Night, Grand Defense. Hope to speak soon and drive safe.
The best
have
I
a good
could
night.
hope for would be he'd
Say
pass
hi
the
to the
memo
fam.
on to someone else. And I wasn't hopeful for even that. Nobby had a simple attitude to police work. If a job's worth doing, it's worth finding someone else to do it for you.
Yeah, 6 out of 9 so far. Can I... I mean, if I... Oh, the fabric's gone. I suppose if I've already found it. Oh, that's what I want to do. I want to go to Rodin's workshop and check in with Malachite. That was 10. I'm 7 out of 10. Okay, cool. 70%. Don't crash your carriage. Certainly not over the Magdalen Bridge. Right, there is Malachite in the back. Why do you still have the photo? It's a very good point, actually, Tim. Right, I'm just going to have to talk to him. I can't skip it through or anything.
Well, I'm back.
Maybe if I do
For a
talk.
brief moment, I considered...
Oh,
trying
no,
to...
we've listened to that before as well. Right, I want to know about the box, but I don't know how to ask him about that.
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
So save, I will do, Tim, I will do. We're in the workshop and must save as per tradition. Rodin's workshop is our save area. 10, yes, overwrite. 100% need a rolling save pattern. Right, now I will talk to him. Sorry.
Well,
skip that bit because we've just heard it. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm going to
do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
Find Thelma.
I mean, he took the box How? Oh, I can ask why Sapphire would have lied. Yeah, just Rob Brydon chatting with himself, which is quite nice. There was a bit in Discworld 1 where Rob Brydon had to try and emulate Eric Idle as well. There was one line, and it's where you're at the edge of the disc and there's the rainbow and the palm trees and the birds flying. And there was one line where it just, you can tell that it wasn't Eric Idle, and that was Rob Brydon coming back in.
A troll named Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
Don't know nothing
come on.
about that.
There's one he does at the inn too. I missed the one at the inn. Sapphire, Reagan's murder. You literally stole the box. How can I ask you about that?
Do you know anything about the counterweight
Maybe wonder if they missed the
killings?
one there. Have you done all the Rincewind ones as a placeholder? Maybe. Maybe just done them all, but I think they probably, when they just couldn't get him back in. Azil, just in
Does
case.
the word Azil mean anything to you?
Find someone.
Oh, a thing. That's disconcertingly vague, Lav, but I'm hoping it was something exciting, and I very much understand that it may well be bogged down with NDAs and embargoes and all sorts, so an thing. A BBC thing, yeah, under NDA, I thought you might be. As long as it's not BBC America and you're making Series 2 of The Watch. Can you promise me that, Lav? Can you promise me that? Right, where is this box? It's not Discworld related. There we are. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to know. I'm trying to find this. He just took the box. Come on, get out of this bit. A wizard staff has a knob on the end. Oh. I can't do. Oh, is that it? Oh no, I thought down here, under where the cursor is at the moment, it looks like there's a little box. What's he done with that then?
I didn't have any reason to steal Rodin's statue.
Just kind of wanted it. Boo. Ah, got him. A wizard staff has a knob on the end. Right, where? I'm trying to think of... I can open it up here, can't I? Right, so I can as well... Oh. Let's take Ilsa and Two Conkers and see if we can put that against the counterweight killings. Oh no, right, okay. Take the counterweight killings and put that... I forgot I pressed the wrong button.
I refuse to believe Ilsa could have anything to do with murder.
Fair. So could it be to do with Mundy's murder?
The murder could have been part of the so-called
Could have been, but we don't know it. The hedgehog and sex-based terms. I'm gonna allow it because it's good fun. Oh, Praggers, good night. It shall be up on. I'll put it up onto the YouTubes ASAP. Could it be Regan's murder? I doubt it.
There was no obvious connection with Regan's murder.
Okay, well, let's take Regan's murder and look at Mundy's
Were the
murder.
two murders connected? It seemed all too plausible to me.
I love the fact that you can kind of put the things together. A wizard's hedgehog has a banjo on the end. Oh, that's delightfully silly. Regan's murder. Alkali?
Alkali could have been involved in that murder, but I had no proof that he was.
How do I talk to Malachite about the box that he literally stole from me? Malachite, Sapphire lied. Regan's murder. Maybe if I
didn't see what that had to do with Sapphire lying to me.
And that's fair. Let's take Sapphire lied and...
The big dumb troll was too stupid to lie
Cool.
to me, which meant Sapphire must have been lying to me.
Once added 6
But
versus
why?
12. Oh, nice. Right, I'm just going to head to... Can I cancel that off? Yes. Head to the parrot. See if Sapphire's there at all. I don't know why I'm doing another posture check just because. Can we do anything with the stage?
There was nothing I could do with the
No.
stage other than be glad I didn't have to perform on it.
Can we head back down to the murder site still? We can, but there's nothing really that we can do. I haven't looked at the painting.
It seemed to be a cheap copy of Spinner's Rain, Cream and Speed.
Talk to
I could tell it
Mankin.
was
Okay,
art,
Rune, let's have a look
because I
then.
couldn't make out what it was supposed to be.
I suppose I could ask him about the about Reagan's murder. Let's have a chat. Why is the body still there? It's the watch, Bunny.
Come to persecute me.
Nobby
some
was
more?
involved.
A man's got to have a hobby.
Right, I'm gonna... Can I...
So how do you think having a murder in one of your rooms is going to
We
affect
haven't gone through this
business?
yet.
Pull in the goth crowd, do you think?
Shut up.
And
Luton.
Vimes, true.
I don't feel like engaging in small talk.
I
Not
didn't
with you,
enjoy
anyway.
Vimes. I didn't enjoy Vimes in this one. Let's have a look.
Do you know anything about the murder of the dwarf in this iconograph?
Count in the box. I do, but
I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want to talk about
I
them
told
with
him
you.
Reagan was dead, but I haven't got box written down, so I can't ask him about it. Something in the river's gone. Let's ask him about Reagan's murder. It makes sense that Vimes would be hostile to a third-party detective. Well, Vimes is... Oh, I
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
No.
Vimes is hostile because Luton
Don't
took a
even know who he
bribe.
is.
Luton used to be in the watch and took a bribe and got kicked out of the watch. Right, let's put.
The bartender.
Oh
was...
no, I know that one. Put the clue away and have a proper
to
chat. Right, Reagan's murder, no. Sapphire lied, no. Ooh,
I need
maybe.
to speak with Sapphire.
Try and imagine how much I care.
Look, is she here or not?
She's in her dressing room.
Oh, cool. How do I get to the dressing room? Is it near the stage? It's near the stage. Progress.
It's really impolite to walk into a room without knocking.
But I'm here doing it anyway.
But who knows what you miss out on when you take the time to knock. Sapphire had a pile of money in her room, and I was glad I hadn't given her an opportunity to hide it.
Luton,
Interesting.
you startled me. Didn't Mother tell you not to walk into rooms unannounced?
Mother told me to walk into rooms with a crossbow.
Smart
She
mum.
was a sensible woman.
What you want?
That's quite a lot of money you've got.
What? Oh. Yeah. Money.
For why?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it, Sapphire?
Oh, that. Well, see,
Spill the beans, Sapphire.
I won it.
Mm-hmm.
Won it?
Yes. At casino.
Which one?
Saturnalia.
That's...
Sapphire go there often.
Really?
I've been to I think we go to a casino.
Is it a good casino?
Oh, yeah.
Good casino.
Good as casino get. You should go, Luton.
Maybe I will.
Bling! Ooh, and we get a thing. Right, I can ask her why she lied.
You lied to me, Sapphire. Strung me along with that Madame Lodestone story.
What? No. Sapphire told truth.
The troll in Madame Lodestone's
She can't
grave
put two
wasn't
words together,
third
let
line.
alone win money.
How you tell?
Could have been roulette. Could have been with
Malachite
roulette.
told me.
You trust him?
He's too stupid to lie. And you're too smart not to.
Sapphire not smart.
Sapphire, not talk
Big
quick.
dumb troll, like all
Ah, the
other
devil's
trolls.
game.
Don't play games, Sapphire. I know you're smarter than the average troll, although I could say the same about some mushrooms.
Smarter than the average bear?
Look, Sapphire don't know why someone would switch bodies. Sapphire just trying to help.
Is
She
Sapphire
was lying to me. I could feel it.
Therma?
She was obviously hiding something, but it was apparent I needed to know more if I was going to worm it out of her.
Okay, Sapphire's money.
So, you won this money at
Races
the races.
now. Okay, okay.
No, not at races.
Ah, we were testing if she
At
lied.
casino.
Oh, yeah, that's right. At the casino.
No, she's not going to know anything about any of these bits, I don't think. All numbers on a roulette wheel added. Is it? That's interesting. I didn't know that. See, we love little factoids. God, I love a factoid. That's why it's the devil's game. I mean, I got that after you said it. I just didn't know that it added up to 666. Right, here we go. Where is it? Up by the Magdalen Bridge. Saturnalia.
Saturnalia was almost legendary.
Saturnalia, sorry.
The upmarket casino was situated on the King's Way and was frequented by the rich members of Ankh's high society and
I'm trying to
hopeful
work out
social
if that is
climbers from
accurate to the
Morpeth.
Discworld map.
It was a temple to pride, greed, and avarice. And like any temple, anyone with money was welcome.
I can go up there. Let's go up there. Oh no, that's away. That's literally where I'm stood. What resulted in the wizard's argument about how exactly one should draw a duck? Oh, the duck-billed platypus. I believe that was because they were arguing about evolution and things, weren't they? I think it was the duck-billed platypus. Yeah, locking that in. Yeah, platypus. One of only two creatures that can make its own custard.
The last person I wanted to see was Death himself, waiting to take me to whatever hell awaits a failure like
Is Death here?
But after
Oh,
Death,
right, cool.
Ilsa was a close second. My eyes were drawn to her the moment I entered the room, and I decided then and there that I wasn't going to talk to her.
Definitely going to talk to her.
The next thing I remember, I was talking to her.
Hello, Luton. Still mad at me?
Always.
As soon as I learn how to offer forgiveness, you'll be the first one to receive it.
This is my companion.
Ooh, two conkers.
Two conkers.
Pleased to be meeting you. You are Remora Salachi.
Not the last time I
No.
checked.
Not me.
This is Luton. He's an old friend of mine.
Why did he think I was Remora Salachi?
We're supposed to be meeting him here.
That makes more sense.
What do you want with an assassin like Remora?
What are
From
you
on-
talking about?
7?
around
No, I
to
was on
see
7 for
Remora
10.
drawing
8 for
over-
11, I think.
Assassins are damn good at what they do, but they're not allowed to kill innocent bystanders. I didn't know if it was bravery or stupidity, but I decided to stand between Remora and his target.
Uh-oh.
Interrupting an assassin while he was working was a risky business, so I decided to ambush Remora with the old only answer questions with questions routine. Why did you try to kill that woman?
Why does any assassin try to kill someone?
Who put a contract out on Ilsa?
Don't you
That
know
all
better
kind of
than to
ticked
interfere
over
in official
a
guild
bit.
business?
A bit more than expected.
Why would anyone want to kill Ilsa?
Do you expect me to discuss a confidential case with you?
What do you want from me, Remora?
A swift death and a cheap funeral.
Ha! You lose. That wasn't a question, that was a statement. You're getting sloppy.
You're lucky we're only allowed to kill for money. Because
9 out
I
of 12,
take you
yes.
out for free.
Very happy with that.
I'd managed to embarrass Remora in front of a crowd of social notables, and that was bad news. It was bad enough that I had the watch breathing down my neck without the Assassin's Guild baying for my blood.
Yeah, probably don't want to annoy the
Fortunately,
assassins.
there was nothing they could do to me unless someone paid for a contract on me. Actually, that wasn't strictly true. They could tie me up and torture me for days if they wanted to, just as long as I didn't die.
That's fair.
It wasn't a comforting thought.
Who was the woman?
Carlotta, what are you doing here?
I like to take risks. Isn't that what life is for?
I haven't told her about Monday yet.
I've taken enough risks to last a lifetime.
You didn't answer my question, you know. Who was the woman?
That was the woman that we were talking about earlier.
Why do you want to know? Jealous? Afraid you might have a rival?
All women are rivals, Luton.
She's not important.
I see. If you decide to be honest with me, I'll be around.
Rack 'em and stack 'em, Luton.
It was the most unsettled I'd seen Carlotta get. I guess there was a heart in that cold chest after all.
Right. Are we just... Is that it? Are we just... Is it a kind of cutscene that we got there? No, here we are. Right. Carlotta. I'm going to have to break the news. Because we haven't told her yet that Monday's
The woman's
dead.
name is Ilsa. She and I used to be close.
Okay.
It's over.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know. Don't. Come on, next line. Oh.
I thought you might want to know.
I was going to say it might have come a few seconds too late.
Badly. Monday's dead.
Dead?
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Dead. Murdered.
You could have broken it to her a bit easier.
And not a pretty sight.
Where would I find such a man and why am
I'm
I
sorry.
asking you?
Don't be. I'll survive. You could have chosen a nicer way to tell me.
Absolutely right.
I thought you might appreciate me getting straight to the point. Do you want me to stay on the case?
Is there still a case?
I thought perhaps you might like to know who killed Monday and why.
Yes. I owe him that. You can continue with the case, Luton.
Excellent, that's a good payday. Right, I'll ask her. While I'm in conversation with her, I will ask her.
Reagan's dead.
I'm not surprised.
You don't seem to care.
Took a long time to think about that, like Malachite forming sentence.
Monday?
My mind is a
Reagan?
raging torrent, flooded with
Even
rivulets
you.
of thought, cascading into a
What's
waterfall
your
of creative
point?
alternatives.
No point.
And that's
That's
gone over my
just
head, I'm
life.
afraid.
Do you want to hear about Monday's death?
I'm not that kind of ghoul.
I never said you were.
Blazing
I just
saddles,
thought
there we
you
are.
might like to know.
I like how the
I
croupier is
don't
still
need
spinning
the
the wheel when no one's
details.
playing. Yeah, just going. Did Carlotta kill Monday? Just ask.
Did you kill Monday?
What? What do you think I am, Luton?
Maybe don't ask.
It's got nothing to do with what I think of you, Carlotta. But the Watch are investigating, and if they find out about your connection with Monday, you're bound to be a suspect.
So why are you asking me if I did it?
Let's just call it professional
Just
curiosity.
just ask outright. Hey, did you kill that
If I
guy?
had done it, would you turn me in?
That depends
On what?
on why you did it.
Very reasonable.
You don't strike me as a moralist, Luton.
I'm a simple man, Carlotta. I have simple ideas of what's right and what's wrong.
Guy does take his job seriously.
Things are seldom that simple.
Just
It's
spinning it
always
round and
somewhere
round.
in the middle ground. I try not to jump to conclusions.
The guy in the
my
back
line of work, that
as
can
well.
get you killed.
That must be a tremendous incentive to think everything through.
I think nothing through.
I do my best. You still haven't answered my question.
I didn't kill him, Luton, if that's what you really want to know.
Yeah.
Do you have an alibi? I told her when the murder took place and asked her if she had an alibi. I wasn't surprised when she did. Frankly, I reckon I could have said any day and any time, and she'd have had an alibi. She was that kind of woman.
There are witnesses who can
there we go.
corroborate where I was.
And where were you?
I was in the Temple of Small Gods.
Spend a lot of time on your knees, do you, sister?
We all need a little absolution.
For your sins?
Come on. What kind of mining have been forbidden in Uberwald since the diet of bugs? Mining for silver. Okay, we had a bit of a weird half crash there, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Maudlin Bridge. Mining of silver. He's got another one. On a roll. If anybody has any Discworld quiz questions they do want to ask, it doesn't just have to be Rune, although she does ask some wonderful, wonderful ones. Whirl? Carrick deck? Roulette table, roulette table. Let's have a... Can I do anything with it?
I really didn't want to play.
No. Oh, I need to ask... Is that a somebody? That's a somebody. I need to ask about Sapphire's money.
What's the game?
Truncheon. Interested, stranger?
The name's Luton. What are the stakes?
Minimum stake is $1 a hand. House limit is 10,000 per hand.
I'm in.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
my dollar.
Hey.
Do you have to number the
Expender.
questions? I wouldn't want to upset the
World
system.
told
It
me
would
how
be
to
good
play
if we
the
could,
game. Something
if we
to do with
could
the major arcana and the
keep
private arcana.
numbers, but it doesn't
The
really
major
matter.
arcana had strange names like the Fool, the Pyrophant, and the unbelievable expense of a slice of cheese. Essentially, it seems I just had to stay under 21
Right.
and get as high as I could. It
Cool.
all seems pretty
Oh,
whimsical to me.
it's called Truncheon.
It's a whimsical world.
What happens in a tie?
I win.
That doesn't seem fair.
Truncheon.
I'll note that down in the complaints
Blackjack.
book, shall I? Player thinks the odds might be stacked in favour of the house.
I didn't really know what I was doing, but I expected to lose my dollar anyway, so I didn't worry about it. But someone else at the table seemed pretty worked up about what I was doing.
That isn't the way to play it.
Why not?
Particularly by
Because it
planting
isn't
jokes
the
you only
way
get
to
20
win.
years later. That's right.
Is there a way to win?
Well, there's a way to lose more slowly.
What's it to you?
I've seen enough losing. I don't want to see any more.
I only bet $1.
No, it's the principle of the thing.
What do you think?
I'm just a croupier. I'm not paid to think.
I lost my dollar, but I reckon I got value for money. And hey, the cards were pretty.
Full on Young Ones Nigel voice there it was, wasn't it? Right, I'm going to ask about Sapphire's money.
Do you know a troll named Sapphire?
Oh, I'm just a simple croupier. I wouldn't know anything important.
Hmm.
And if I did,
Bugger.
I certainly wouldn't give it away for nothing.
I guess you don't like to give away anything for free.
When you've
Not
worked
watched
in
the
a
Young Ones in
casino as
years.
long
Yeah,
as
it's
I
been a
have,
while
you
since
don't
I
get
watched the
anything
Young
for nothing.
Ones. Right, well, who founded Unseen University? That was Alberto Malich. the year... I've just been looking at this. I've literally just been looking at this. It was Alberto Melich, or Albert, Death's manservant, who founded the Unseen University. It's something like 1,600 years behind the Ankh-Morpork calendar, which is a bit odd. Yeah, I've literally been looking at the calendar recently because it will the D&D players for my Discworld D&D campaign wanted to know what the date was. I'm going to ask him why Sapphire lied.
I was told that I'd find a certain troll's body in the Salachi mausoleum. Only when I got there, it wasn't the right body. You wouldn't know anything about that,
Fire in the bedroom always sticks in your head.
You went rooting around in the Salachi family mausoleum.
In the young ones. I was like, what? Fire in the bedroom in Discworld? Right, have we got anything at all that could be... Oh, we can ask him about the dwarf
in this iconograph?
Maybe. My memory just isn't as good as it could be.
Okay, let's...
Do you know what this is?
He looks like a purse.
I think I have something of yours in it.
Yeah, you have the purse.
Really? Oh, yes, so you do. And what do you know? My memory is suddenly much improved. I thought it
1282 Ankh-Morpork. Right, and now I can ask him...
Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph?
Sure. That's
nice.
Reagan.
You know him?
He's a regular here at Saturnalia.
Not anymore.
He doesn't gamble much, but when he does, he wins.
That's interesting.
The rest of the time, he hangs around in the crowd.
Who does he talk to?
Hey, I don't spy on the customers.
Why not?
I have to keep my eyes on the tables.
When did you last see him?
It's been days, I think.
Anything else you can remember about him?
Yeah. He has a safety deposit box.
A deposit box?
Nice.
A lot of valuables change hands here. Some people like to have somewhere safe to keep them.
But you say Reagan didn't gamble much.
Well, I don't know why he has a box. I just know that he has one.
Okay, maybe now that I've given him some money, he'll tell me.
I was told that I'd find
asked
a
this
certain
one.
troll's body in the Salachi mausoleum. Only when I got there, it wasn't the right body. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
You went rooting around in the Salachi family mausoleum. Hey, leave me out of this, Luton.
Oh no, it was Sapphire's money.
You know
maybe.
a troll named Sapphire, don't you?
I've bribed him.
Yeah, I know Sapphire.
Brilliant.
She's a good customer. Always plays with cash. Never wins anything. Some trolls aren't born lucky.
Never wins anything.
She never wins?
She wins a little, but she always loses it again. She can't hold on to money. Few people can in this place.
Last question. Go on,
By the
Rune.
time she walks out the door, she's always a loser.
Vegetarian
Is there any
option.
chance she could have won big and you wouldn't know about it?
If she won it here, I'd know about it.
Anything more you can tell me about Sapphire's losing streak?
What's to tell? That troll holds
It's
on to money
like it's a
drunken
radish
dwarf
or
holds
something
onto his
that's
temper.
carved into the shape of a rat, or a potato that's been carved into the shape of a rat or something. I believe. Maybe not. Let's have a chat with Warb as well while
You
we're
seem
here.
to get worked up over my gambling.
I'm not as easygoing as I used to be.
You're a
Was it
wizard.
Something like that, carved
you're
into the shape of a
sharp.
rat?
What
I don't know.
tipped you off?
I don't want to get the last
The
one wrong.
gown? The arcane symbols?
Ooh, a
Look,
wizard.
I just thought you might want to talk. You tried to help me at the table, and I thought I'd make amends for being so rude to you. Sorry I tried.
No, wait. I'm like, sorry, friend. It's just, I'm on the edge.
Give you some time to
The
think
name's
about
Luton.
it. Okay.
I'm sorry. We haven't been properly introduced. My name is Warb. B-L-L.
BLL.
Well, Bachelor of Eldritch Lace
that makes more
Making.
sense.
Eldritch lace making?
Don't ask.
That's...
Do you know a troll called Sapphire?
I've seen her around, but I don't really know
Have a think.
her.
Have a think.
Seen her here?
Oh, yeah. She's sometimes here. She never looks very happy, though.
Is your bad luck common knowledge?
Well, pretty much everyone knows I've got a losing streak.
Anyone else famous for their losing streak?
Well, the Sapphire.
I thought I was really
She's
onto
not
something
very
with it
lucky.
carved.
Other than that, no one springs to mind.
Do you know a troll called Sapphire?
I'm just going to ask him all of these questions.
I've seen her around, but I don't really know her.
Seen her here?
Oh, I've already asked her. I've already asked him that. Just in case.
Ever seen a dwarf called Reagan around the casino?
Sure. Well, I've never spoken to him, though.
No, that's fine.
What does he play?
Truncheon, roulette, onion, craps. He plays them all a little.
Okay.
He always seems to win, but he never pushes
How does he
his
win?
luck.
How does he always win?
He wins, and then he stops. That's his way. I wish I had his luck.
Odd.
I'd make much
Very
better
odd.
use of it.
Do you know anything about
Why
the
not?
murder of a man named Mundy?
Oh, he's a wizard though,
afraid
so I
I
can ask him
can't
about
really,
the
like,
counterweight
help you with
killings.
that.
Because there was a wizard. One of the victims was a
Heard of the
wizard.
counterweight killings?
I heard someone in Unseen University got killed by a spy, but I don't really, know anything about it, you know?
Doesn't know anything about it. Bugger.
What do you know about a dwarf named Al-Khali?
I don't know them.
Fair.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named
Hmm.
Two Conkers?
I don't know them.
No, that's all good. Zeal.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
I'm afraid I can't really,
Really
help you
stumped
with
on that one. Right, there's nothing else that you can tell me then. But I know Sapphire's on a losing streak. Discworld Noir. It is indeed
Still
Anti-Denevor Bellion?
Here's as good as
Belly?
anywhere.
Belly for short? Oh, thank you hugely for the follow. Genuinely appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Right. Oh, I can ask her about Azil because
Does Azil
it was
mean anything to you?
Anti-Denuvo Rebellion.
Azil?
Oh, I get it. Yeah,
Wasn't
I
he
see
a
it.
madman from the Great
Common
West?
vegetarian options.
Some kind of religious maniac?
Go on.
That's it.
Would Rincewind like it? Is it
That's
just a
all I can
potato?
remember.
Pasta? Let's have a look at
I'm trying to find out why a
Common
troll named
vegetarian
Sapphire
options.
would lie to me. Any thoughts?
Be careful, Luton. I don't appreciate...
there's
people
chili,
wasting
meatless
my time.
chili non-carny.
You don't happen to know how a troll singer might end up with a lot of money?
Nut
by any
roast.
chance?
Let's try not to get too sidetracked, Luton.
Somebody needs to put the emote up.
Do you know anything about
Nut
Sapphire's losing
Oh, Bunny,
streak?
thank you.
Let's try not to get too sidetracked, Luton.
Wow. Ari... Okay, I'm gonna leave the casino, I think. Common vegetarian options. Thank you hugely for the follows, folks, and for the subs earlier as well and everything. It was... And even if you're just here lurking, thank you for being here. I genuinely appreciate it. We haven't got a great deal of time left, unfortunately. But, ooh, safety deposit boxes. Did we find out what one was his?
I guess an upmarket establishment like Saturnalia needed safety deposit boxes. They certainly needed them more than I did.
Is that just going to be
I
the
guess
same
an
now?
upmarket establishment.
Yeah.
I couldn't open the boxes without a key.
Okay, that's
I
going to be the
couldn't
same.
open the boxes without a key.
6 or... No, because that was the 9 whalebone lane from the thingy. I don't have a key, do I? I've got a crowbar. Was that in the box? Right, I can't get in there yet. Unless I speak to somebody about it. Roulette table. Can I do anything with the roulette table? It's very slow. Bet it's in the box, but you need to follow that damn pile of... Yeah.
I really didn't want to play.
I mean, yeah, it took a while to walk all the way around for that. Yeah, I was thinking it's probably in that box as well, Purple. The River Ankh. Where on earth did he put that bloody box? Maybe the bridge again. I'll have a look, Tim. Happy to have a look, but I thought we'd got everything. Mind you, I could look in the carriage, and knowing that I'm looking for a key now might make the difference.
I searched it, but I'd already found everything of interest. The remains of a crate was all that was left.
Okay, might have been a fancy crate though.
I searched Reagan's body, but all I found was a pair of tiny bite marks on his ankle. Either he'd been bitten by a snake or a very small vampire.
I reckon he's been poisoned there by a snake. See, that I think down here is down on the things. See the photo? Don't think we can get it any bigger.
I couldn't help but notice that Reagan was bald. One thing had been bugging me since I'd found Reagan's body. In the iconograph that the Count had given me, Reagan was bald.
Might be onto something.
Here, in the flesh, Reagan had a full head of hair.
It's a wig!
I had to pull hard on his toupee.
Will you wear wigs?
Reagan must have glued it on to stop it from flying off as he drove the carriage. Underneath the toupee was a
I'm going to have to add a
key.
dab redemption
I guess it must
thing.
have been important, or he wouldn't have glued it to his head.
Got a key. Oh, yes. Yes. Ah, brilliant. Progress. We're actually getting somewhere. Very slowly. Don't forget to question Sapphire. No, she is on my list. On my list of many things to do. We should be able to get back to Sapphire tonight. Right, let's get the key.
I figured a really good private investigator could do a lot of painstaking research and work out which box belonged to Reagan.
Yeah, true. And why you still had
But
the
I figured,
photo of
hey,
him.
The guy's a dwarf. So I just tried all the lockers on the bottom row. It fitted into box 39 like a glove. Eventually.
Eventually. Save. Purple I will do. Okay, what have we got? Is there something else there? Yeah, there's something else there.
Inside was an envelope and a bracelet with carved wooden charms.
Okay, okay.
The plot thickened, and you could already stand a spoon up in it.
Okay, let's have a look at these things.
The envelope had come from Reagan's safety deposit box, and I had a feeling that
Can't
it was
trust this old
important
hardware. We
somehow.
really can't.
The thing was, it seemed to be empty.
Especially when we lost an hour and a
When I
half
opened
last week.
Reagan's envelope, I don't know what I was
Heightist.
expecting. What I wasn't expecting was to find that the envelope was empty. There wasn't even
odd.
anything written on the inside. I don't know why Reagan kept a charm bracelet in his safety deposit box, but I guess he wanted to keep it safe.
Okay, well, we've got a couple of things there. don't know how useful they'll be, but we've got them at least. Yeah, the campaign for Equal Heights would certainly be on a bit of a march there. The fact that we just went, yeah, all of the bottom ones, he's a dwarf, he's going to be low down. Although I will confess I did think it. Right, let's head to have a chat with Sapphire. We'll see. Oh, I didn't save. Save the game. Rodan's workshop, I believe. Drinky poos. Right, let's head into Sapphire's changing room. Hopefully she's still there. She is.
I've got some more questions for you, Sapphire.
Questions.
Sapphire busy. Leave her alone.
Lol, no. Losing streak, I think.
know about your problems.
Problems?
The debts. The huge losses. You're struggling just to keep your head above water. I bet you've had to make all kinds of nasty compromises just to keep yourself going.
What you talking about? Who been saying such things about me?
Does it matter?
It mattered to Sapphire.
Yeah, I can understand
right.
that.
I heard it from Whirl.
Throw him under
and
the
he
bus.
should know.
Huh. Whirl. He don't know everything goes on at Saturnalia.
Yeah, no, we'll just throw him under the bus. It'll be fine. Hey, Stronger. Discworld Noir is very, very noir. It is absolutely the PlayStation version, which means it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit kind of not laggy, but laggy. And yeah, the visuals are incredibly dark on it.
So, you won this money at the races.
No, we already know that
No.
she didn't win it at the casino.
No, races.
Okay, we've asked about that. Weird. Resolution is low and contrast is very high. Respect to the PC one. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's sometimes hard to see what you're doing. It's that high. Right. Let's.
I had a feeling that the envelope
Okay,
wasn't
fair.
something I should discuss with everyone I met. Does this charm bracelet mean anything to you?
You ask too many questions.
Rude. Right, let's get out of here. And I think the last hurrah for tonight will be going up to speak to the Count, because if he knew Reagan well, hopefully we should be able to know something about either the envelope or the charm bracelet. Will you Vervigs?
I see Sir has returned.
Sir has.
Who would Sir like to see?
Sir would like to see the Count, please.
Is the Count receiving gifts?
No coat. Yeah,
No.
he's stopped bringing up the hardwood
But
floor
he
at
will
last.
see you.
It's taken a while.
I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
Yes, good questions. Go on.
In fact, questions about... Maybe he'll let me ask?
This
Yeah.
empty envelope belonged to Reagan. Does it mean anything to you?
An empty envelope? I don't understand.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Recognize this?
Yes? Yes, I do. It is Reagan's charm bracelet.
Yeah, we had
I
that.
gave it to him.
Oh.
Is there something special about it?
It's been in the family for years.
Intriguing.
I'm not sure where it came from, but I believe that the charms were carved from the wood of the serendipitous redwood.
What?
They were very, very old trees, and they grew very tall. Up to a mile, if the texts can be believed. The trouble was they were very top-heavy, and the slightest wind would knock them over.
How do they grow so tall?
That is a tree,
was
isn't
the
it?
thing, you see. They'd fall over, but they were unbelievably lucky. They'd prop themselves up against each other like a house of cards.
Lucky trees?
Oh, believe me,
Lucky,
as a
so
student of flora, I have seen many such
he'd wear
strange
it and
things evolve.
would actually, it was a bit like a magic spell, would actually be lucky, and that's how he kept
Strangeness
winning.
to the Discworld.
What happened to the redwoods?
Someone cut one down, and the rest came down like dominoes. They crushed the fellow with the axe, I believe.
I guess they weren't so lucky for him.
Okay, cool. So number one, the the tree redwoods just makes me think of Monty Python, and striding tree to tree down the rivers of British Columbia. The redwood, the mighty Scots pine. Oh, we've got the Temple of Small Gods as well that we could go to. But I want to test something first, just very quickly, as our last hurrah before we say goodnight.
The game Whirl was croupier for used a Carrack deck, the distilled wisdom of the ancients painted onto cards.
Okay, let's see, this might not work, but also it might. I want to put it on, see if I win this time.
Can we talk, or do I have to play that stupid game again?
Business is slow. We can talk.
Right, well, maybe I'll just
I
ask
think
him
this
about
charm bracelet belonged to Reagan. Do you recognize it?
it. A Sawyer
Sure.
rat.
He used to wear that
Oh,
on
I'd
a
have
few
never got
occasions that he
that.
gambled.
Thank you for giving the time, though,
And
Rue.
that wasn't very often.
And when he didn't use it, it went in his safety deposit box?
I guess so. He used to hang on to it like his life depended on it when he played.
This envelope belonged to Reagan. Did you ever see him with it?
Sure. He carried it round the casino sometimes. I never knew what was in it, though.
Did he show it to anyone?
That's strange.
I guess. I don't know who, though.
Right, I'd like to just play some cards. Can I? No, we've got that only. Okay, so that wasn't exactly what I was hoping it would be. Bonus question. When we first meet Agnes Nitch in a coven of junior witches, one of which challenges Granny Weatherwax, what was the name of the head? Diamanta. Can't remember her real name. Diamanta. Diamanta something. Can't remember the second name. First name's okay, right? First name's fine. First name's fine. I'm hoping so, anyway. Diamanda. No, I very recently, really actually quite recently, read Lords and Ladies, which is her first appearance. Diamanda Tockley. Real name was Lucy. I knew it was Diamanda. Yeah, it evens out the other half a point. Yeah, fair enough, Purple. Lords and Ladies, it was indeed, Bunny. It's a really good one. My first Discworld read was The Fifth Elephant. My brother lent it to me for a long train ride. And I was fairly young-ish. I was 14 or so at the time, 14 or 15. And I had to read it. I read the first chapter. I had to read it like 2 or 3 times because there was a bit which I just didn't twig on. And there's a line or something at the start of it, which is, on a clear day, you could see last Wednesday, or something like that. And obviously, I understand now it means that because the caravan left on a Wednesday, you could see so far that you could see last Wednesday. But I had to keep rereading that and rereading it. And as soon as it twigged, I was just in love instantly. And then I went back and did all of the guards, and I did all the witches, and the wizard's actually my least favourite, probably. But yeah, I think most people here will know that I love Discworld. I've got, as my first tattoo was the Guarding Dark, and I've also got witches. I've got this one tattoo as well, and a bit of Lord of the Rings and Jurassic World and all sorts of other stuff. But I literally just reread Thud and really had a good time rereading that. That was brilliant. And I've got a lot to go back through. I did save it, didn't I? Let me just double check quickly. Yes, Saturnalia Interior, I did save it. Excellent news. So I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna head off to bed, folks. It has been emotional. It's been a really nice one. And yeah, I mean, hydrate. Oh, I've got to pour out a whole. Hydrating. Happy now. Yeah, so we will be back. Huge thank you for the follows. If you'd like to continue with me on the journey of the Discworld, hit follow. Following also means that you get stretch. All right, Tim. Oh, that's a good stretch. That is a good stretch. I would love it. Yeah, if you haven't followed yet, if you follow, you'll get notifications of posture check. Notifications of when we go live. We don't always do Discworld, but it will be very clear on the notification what we're doing, because I don't believe in clickbait and bringing people in for one thing and they're expecting something else. I'm try and be as honest as we possibly can be, so you will know. So if you hit follow, you also get access to emotes and stuff, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can also subscribe, which helps us to improve the stream quality and things like that. But if you've got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe once a month for free, because Twitch is an Amazon product. So if you haven't used it for anybody else, I'd really appreciate it, because it helps us do things like get new microphones. You may notice that my microphone is very much held together with sticky tape still. I need to get a new one, but we will, it's fine. But we don't do it for the money, and to be honest, if we had absolutely no subscribers, I would absolutely still be here doing it anyway, and having just as much fun with you folks. But we're trying to give people things, so if there's anything you'd like to see, like new emotes, I've got some written down here on the back of an old envelope. Let me know, send a message, and that's where you can find Pixel Bandits all over the internet. We've started up on Threads recently, but Threads is rubbish. Like really, really badly put together website. Mastodon's brilliant if you're looking for a Twitter alternative. But yeah, I'm gonna go and go to the toilet and brush my teeth and go to bed, where I'm gonna be playing Aliens Dark Descent. We will be playing something else on Tuesday. It won't be Discworld. It may be retro, but it's more likely to be contemporary. I don't know what I'm going to be playing yet. We did Elite Dangerous last week. We did Aliens Dark Descent the week before. It could be one of a few things, and generally I make my mind up on the day, but we will put it up on various social media, which you can get to through those links. So yeah, I'm going to pop off and pop to bed. Huge thank you to everybody who's come along for the ride. Whether you subbed, whether you followed, whether you've chatted, whether you've lurked, whether you've... I'm going to use the word abused the new emotes and redemptions for pixel points. But I kind of love it a lot. Huge thank you for being here. This is a real passion project for me, and Discworld is another huge passion of mine, so they go hand in hand really. But yeah, I'm gonna get off, and I'm gonna get off to bed. So look after yourselves, and as we always say here, bandits, whatever you do, do it slowly and enjoy it. You look after yourselves. Mwah.